Hello, and welcome to our 5th campaign. If you're new here, welcome. This is Blanket Fort. We do short campaigns in different systems each time. This time we'll be using Kids on Brooms. If you are not new here, I'm talking because A is not GMing this one. It's me. Scary. It's fine. We'll all grow from this.
We're growing after all this time? I was told my growth spurt was done. I've been this short since I was like 12 years old.
You have tall energy, though. You do.
I'm not, but thank you.
We'll do little intros. That's the thing we'll do before we get into this. I am Ambereen. I use any pronouns. I'll be GMing, so I'll be multiple characters. And you can find me most places on socials, Ambereen AK. A, do you want to go?
I'm A. I'm not GMing this time. Horrendous, I know. I use they, them pronouns. I'm going to be playing Florence, a cooking chef today, who uses she, they pronouns. And what else am I saying? I live in the bottom right corner now, and I'm annoyed about it. Because I'm not GMing, and I'm annoyed about it. I'm not, actually. I'm very happy to be here. You can find me on the internet at A_Pashansky, which is my name. It'll be in the description, because I'm not gonna spell it out for you. Yeah, I do film things.
Hi, my name is Jess, or Faun. I go by faunandgames in most places online. My pronouns are they, them, and today I'm playing Cam, whose pronouns are he and they. And they are a Canadian himbo with big golden retriever energy.
My name is Marcio. I go by The Creatink in pretty much every platform that I am, which I rarely post, so it doesn't really matter. I go by he, him, and today I'm going to be playing Spencer Beckett. Also goes by he, him, and he's just a wiry little nerdy guy. I'm basically playing myself, to be honest. That's what's happening.
I didn't want to say it.
I can't help it. It happens every time. Little autistic man who likes to build things. That's what I'm playing.
Without further ado, let's get into it. We here at Blanket Fort don't like to play things in their settings because we're feral. So instead of having a magical school, we will be setting ours in an internship. This is for the wonderful tech conglomerate Mogle that definitely exists. And they're doing some incredible stuff to, you know, radically change and develop technology and help save the planet, hopefully. Who knows what's going on there? But these guys, our lovely players here, have been lucky enough to get onto the first year of this internship that it's ever running. And they'll be going to the R&D facility, which no one knows where it is. It's a top secret location because they've got so much proprietary tech. So they've just kind of been told where to get to, and they'll be picked up from there. So we will start in a very snazzy first class train cabin. Is it a cabin? Who knows? I know less English than A sometimes, I think. Some lovely seats. You've just been given a nice hot drink. What are you drinking? A, and describe your character for us.
What you see on this train is someone who feels so out of place. Like, you've taken this person and you've put them in a place where they feel like they don't belong. Everyone else feels like they don't belong. And everyone is awkward about it. What you see is this, like, young 24-year-old, she's got white skin and, like, pink hair that's shaved on the side, very short, kind of messy everywhere. There's tattoos all over her arms, and whatever can poke out of, like, her shirt that she's wearing. Yeah, they're, like, kind of, like, slouched in a corner grabbing this drink. It's, like, some sort of very fancy margarita that had like a name on the menu that was like a sunset tropical mint or something. It's just something that sounded really posh, and in order to appease the awkwardness of the situation, Florence, this character, ordered the kind of fanciest thing on the menu to try to pretend that they fit in. And they're very like awkwardly sipping, headphones on, looking around, not smiling, not happy to be here, kind of wondering if this was the right choice.
You've not got much time to wonder because the train is pulling into its station. How much luggage are you carrying out? How much have you brought with you? This is an internship that lasts a few weeks. What would you bring?
Florence doesn't own many things, so I think kind of most of it fits in a very small like carry-on suitcase. But they very pointedly carry around a little mallet. Is it the same word in English that I'm looking for?
No.
Okay.
Is that not a hammer?
No, it's
A briefcase?
A briefcase is what I'm looking for. A little briefcase, and you would recognize it if you knew about these kinds of briefcases. It is a specific one where you open it and has all the knives lined up from like the smallest knife to the biggest knife. One of those. Very like, she clearly cares more about this than she does about the briefcase, about the carry-on that she has.
So a weapons rack.
Yeah. I mean, you can call it what you want.
Well, as you get off the train and waiting right outside where the first class doors are is a guy in a full suit that's bright yellow. He's wearing a matching little cap as well. And he's got some white trainers on. They've got little lights at the bottom. But he's holding one of those little signs that just says Florence on it.
I think I look around just to make sure it is for me. I think I was expecting like purple, which seems to be more the Mogle colour. And then Florence is gonna walk up to the person.
He's staring at you. As soon as you got off, he's staring at you. But he's very politely not saying anything and just kind of waiting for you to approach him.
I think that's me.
Very good. Do you want to give me your bags?
I'm gonna hand him the suitcase and keep the briefcase.
He's gonna, he already had his hand out to take it, and he's just gonna kind of stare at you and back his hand away and be like, very, very well then. Let's get these to the car. Do you want to take this to the car, or we've got someone else coming? Do you mind if we go to them first? What's your preference?
I have no preference. I feel out of place, so I'm going to follow your lead.
That's just because we're around all these people. And that's just, everyone feels out of place in front of people, so you aren't out of place because everyone's out of place.
Right. I do feel underdressed for this. Should I have brought a suit? Should I have tried harder?
This is just my uniform. This is just, I'm your driver. This is what we wear. The Mogle
Because I wasn't told to bring a suit, so
No, you don't have to wear a suit. You're fine.
Okay.
It's very much a casual thing. They would have let you know if you needed to wear a suit. Don't worry about it. Okay. You are fine. Would it make you feel better if I just and he takes his yellow suit jacket off and it just kind of stomps on it, puts it on the floor and stomps on it, and he's like, see, it's all messy now. I don't look formal either. Is that...
You didn't have to do that just to make me feel comfortable. I rarely feel comfortable ever. So.
That sounds like you should visit the counsellors when you get to Mogle. We also have a lovely it's called a Zen den.
I'm sorry. What now?
We have a Zen den.
A Zen den.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Is it like meditation, little birds singing?
Well, it's a bit of a misnomer because
Good girl.
it's more Zen dens, I guess, because we have one of those. That's a very like meditatey, incensey kind of vibe. That's not for me. That does not help me calm down. And then you also have stuff like the complete opposite end of the spectrum, where if what you need is like something a bit more actively cathartic, you can just go smash some plates.
That's more my vibe. I'm glad that's available.
It's like a big yay mental health. Not yay bad mental health. Like yay let's
Okay, all right.
let's support mental health.
I'm gonna fit right in.
Please
if the vibe
don't-
is yay mental health.
Please
that's
don't
totally...
tell anyone that I was yaying.
I'm sorry.
bad
what's your
mental
name?
health.
I need to remember your name.
What if I don't tell you? What if I just you didn't? Can you please not tell?
I'm looking
me in
around for a
trouble.
name tag. I'm looking everywhere for a name tag.
There's no name tag, but if you're looking around him on the back of his jacket, it says Jack, but in like just big letters in purple.
Jack. I'm glad to have met you. I'm glad you're the first person I met today.
Okay, so good things, not just I didn't make you feel bad with the mental health comment. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's go find this other person. Go. Yes. Okay.
I'm following you.
Yes.
I'm right behind
their
you.
train's just pulling in soon. Yes. Okay. Follow me, and just wanders off and is like weaving through people so fast, so
Okay.
like almost like can anticipate where people are going to smush into groups and is just like ducking and around them.
Yeah.
But
I
every
think
so
I
often
don't
will
struggle to follow much because in kitchens it usually gets really crowded, and so I kind of have that skill of like skirting around people and kind of anticipating movement. But maybe I'll like bump into one person and then kind of fall behind.
you see that like at first he was like checking behind him every so often, and then when he saw you were keeping up, he was just like, I'm just gonna go, speeding along with your suitcase. And let's cut from there to a similar train cabin. We're calling them cabins now. It's a carriage. That's the word I was looking for. But train cabin. Still very fancy. From a different part of the UK. How is Spencer getting here, and could you describe him, please?
Sitting at one of those like 4-seater tables, with like this tiny little laptop of sorts. You see this kind of scrawny, tall, well, mid-height, kind of lean, messy, kind of wavy hair, 25-year-old man who seems to be muttering quite a bit to himself and kind of like picking at his nails and cuticles as he kind of like thinks real hard. And he sort of brings down a pair of glasses, clearly just for reading, from the top of his head as he mutters to himself and looks into his laptop and starts complaining about something. Currently wearing a clearly unironed, very folded shirt with a poorly tied tie that's just kind of like been placed there in a hurry. Still wearing jeans and trainers, making the most minimal effort to look as professional as he can. Above him, there's a kind of one of those travel backpacks, which are like larger than your average backpack, but still not a suitcase, that seemed to have been filled last minute with clothes that he could find around his room. He looks very anxious and very stressed about this trip. Got big noise-cancelling headphones that don't seem to be playing anything out loud, or no music at all at this instance. But he's sort of very stressed, and he seems to be not happy about something on his laptop. He doesn't seem to be paying much attention to what's going on around him. It's mostly him stressing about things not going right or the way that he plans to.
You feel the train slow as it pulls into the train station. Flo, you will see on his little tablet, Jack is furiously erasing your name and then trying to very nicely write Spencer, and erases it a few times before writing it again till it's perfect. And he's just like, here, wait,
Do you need help with that?
No,
So
I've
I
got
meet you,
it.
right?
It's just
Okay.
we need to go to the platform because
Right.
we think it's nice to go to the platform, but you can't get to the platform unless you've got a ticket. Now I've got tickets to get through so that I can collect people, but I didn't get one for you. But
I'll just go grab a snack.
oh
I'll just go to the loo.
no, but
I'll-
no, I don't. I found you, and I don't. I just come with me. 2 seconds.
All right.
And you see him go over to a ticket counter, and he just buys another ticket and hands it to you. And he's like, "Okay, now you can come to the platform as well."
Okay.
We're not going anywhere. We just need to go to the platform.
No, I get you.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So you're gonna follow. You're not gonna run off and get snacks. We've
I
got
can't
so
make-
many snacks.
I can't make any promises. I'm sorry.
We've got snacks in the car.
I mean, if I'm
We can go
promised
for snacks
in the
together.
car- I
The,
mean,
the selection here is not as good as the car snacks.
listen. I just want to make it clear to you right now. If what you're looking for is a date, I'm afraid I don't want to break your heart immediately, but I'm afraid I don't really swing that way.
I don't swing anyway.
I'm glad we agree.
That's
that
not
this
what
is
I
not.
was. No.
All right, okay. Let's have friendly snacks together.
That's. I meant like we get. Okay. Just please follow me.
I'm following. Just tell me if I'm being annoying. I try to work on it. Don't tell anyone though.
That you're working on it, or that you're
Yes.
annoying.
No, that I'm working on not being annoying anymore. People can't know that I am trying not to be annoying anymore.
Okay. I'll keep that to myself.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's our little secret. Jack,
Yes.
I trust you now.
You're saying that, and it doesn't. The words aren't a threat, but it sounds like one.
Do you know what's in my briefcase, Jack?
Documents.
You can tell yourself it's documents. And I just put it back
What
down
does
and
that
go to follow.
mean? What? And then what you see, Spencer, is as you're getting off the train, is this slightly now haggard-looking man, who's got a like his outfit's very clean except for his jacket, which looks purposefully crumpled. And he's holding a little iPad that says Spencer on it, and is being followed closely behind by Flo.
Spencer sort of is one of the last people to come out of the train because he didn't realize the train was pulling in until it stopped. And he just kind of like panics for a bit and starts scrambling things and gets halfway down the aisle and realizes that he's forgotten his laptop on top of the table, comes back, grabs that, and begins to rush out. So when he sees the gentleman waiting, he's sort of still like putting like half the bag in his shoulder and starting to stuff the laptop inside this kind of leathery satchel that he seems to be carrying over the other shoulder. And he goes, "Oh yes, Spencer, yes, from Mogle, right?
Yes.
Brilliant. Sorry, 1 second. Crap. And then he like shoves it in. And it's like, I'll be fine.
I can take your bag. One or both, or whichever.
The big one will be great. It's really heavy.
That is.
And he passes
fine.
it over, and it's not heavy.
You can see him like preparing to like get a lot of weight, and then just be like, "Yeah, really heavy." I'm Jack. You can't see on my. I was pointing to the back of my jacket, but it's covered up by the backpack now. But I'm Jack.
Yes.
This is Florence, who is a fellow intern.
Hello.
Chicken nuggets and chips. I remember you.
Yes. In the interview.
In the
Yes.
interview.
Yes, of course. Spencer Beckett. Yeah. Nice to see you
Nice to
again.
meet
Nice
you.
to
Yeah.
well done for making it through. Yeah, that's great.
You too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember your name. Not
Florence.
very good with Florence. Of course. Yes, Florence. Florence. Great. Florence. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Florence.
Yes.
Yes.
And don't worry, she is working on being less annoying.
Okay. That's always good
No,
to work
and that
on.
is a secret. That is a secret. I'm not good at
so
secrets.
wounded.
I remembered it was
Right.
important information and I didn't remember why. I'm so
No,
sorry.
It's right. I get that all the time. It happens. Sometimes I see people and I can't remember. Do I know them or do I just see them a lot on my travels? So I don't know whether to say hi to them or not because I don't know whether or not have we spoken before or if I just think that we've spoken before because I thought about speaking with them before. So I get it.
I'm glad we're all well-adjusted adults here today.
Well, I got a job. An internship. Did we get paid? I didn't ask. Why didn't I not ask? It doesn't matter. It's Mogle.
We're getting paid.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes. That's good. to
I
know.
mean,
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong, Jack.
I'm a driver.
Are you getting
I-
paid, Jack?
Well, yeah, I have a job.
All right. Then why should... I mean, if we're not getting paid, then we need to riot as soon as we get there.
Surely you got a contract.
Right. I signed it without reading very much. I got excited. It's Mogle, you know. I got excited. It was.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a fun company.
Yeah.
It's cool. Let's go.
Do we have to wear those blazers too?
No, I'm a driver.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, good. Not that there's anything wrong with them. You pull them off perfectly. Yeah.
I got trainers.
Me too. Mine a little bit more worn, but yeah, they're still good. They still work. So.
Okay. We good to go? We okay with car snacks?
Yes. Car snacks.
There's snacks
It's a private
in the
joke,
car.
don't worry about it.
Are they
It's
Are they crumbly? Is it crumbly snacks? Or is it just?
there's a what do you mean?
Why would you
There's
eat crumbly snacks in a car?
There's-
Exactly. That's my point.
It seems like you're asking for trouble.
Mhm. Yeah. You know when you like, and it touches the seat, and it's in your hands, and it's weird. Yeah, we can go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. And you can see him, he's dragging a suitcase with his giant backpack on over his bright yellow suit. And he's going through the ticket barrier with it, trying to maneuver quickly to get through. And heads out to a very sleek looking, it looks black and then you realise it's actually a very deep purple. And he just walks up to it and hovers his hand over the back and the boot opens and he's chucking your stuff in and kind of slams it down and then is like, I did that carefully, I promise. I didn't... I should have been more careful, I apologise. Did you guys see that?
There's
No.
nothing in there. don't
It's
worry.
fine. It's just clothes.
Okay, good. I sometimes there's fancy Moglers, and I've broken a laptop
Jack,
or two.
Jack, listen to
What?
me right now.
Okay.
Look at us. Look at me, right? You're looking at me.
Yes.
Look at him. You're looking at him?
Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Do we look like fancy Moglers to you?
Well, fancy Moglers don't really look like fancy people often.
No, I get it, but I'm sure there's a vibe. Does it look like either of us here
I mean,
have that
not
vibe?
kind of. You have a bit more
I'm
of a
offended
threatening vibe than
Thank you.
what I'd expect. But and he seems to have a bit of a closed off vibe, more than I'd expect. But I don't know. Is this? Am I being interviewed? What's happening?
Are you being into?
Can I drive? I don't like. Can we go?
Let's.
Can
go.
I? Hey,
I think we should
get
go
in
before
the
you say
car.
something else that's a bit insulting to my friend here.
Was that insulting? Was that? Are you? I'm so sorry.
Jack,
Sorry.
Let's head on.
What? Oh no, sorry. I didn't catch anything. I was thinking about something else. Sorry. Are we? Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry if you're talking to me. I was elsewhere.
No, the car. Get in the car, please. There are
Sure.
snacks inside. It's like it's not a full size limo, but it is limo like. that he's letting you into.
Okay.
If you
Do you
go,
mind if I take the left side, if that's all right?
Please.
Thank you.
I'll go in through the right side.
okay. I was closing this. I had this door open. Okay, and he like runs over to try and get to the door before you get there, so he can open it for you. And once you're all in, he gets into the driver's seat and he pulls the little dividing windowy thing down, and he goes, I was gonna say seatbelts on, but I don't think you know how the car seatbelts work. If you on the shoulder of your seat, if you just press the button, it'll just come out and fasten you in. Hey, yeah, you go, you got it.
Ugh.
Done.
All right.
Let's go. And you guys set off. Now we're gonna cut quickly to a slightly different method of transport. This time it is a cabin, because it's of a plane that's landing. Still very fancy. There's other people on this plane. It is a very small plane, so I'd say there's like 10 people on this. And it's got very fancy seats. This is all obviously been paid for by Mogle. But who do we find sat in one of their fancy little armresty seats?
You would see a person trying very hard to not spread outside of their seat and bother their neighbor, but having a hard time with it. Cam is large. They are beefy, they are brawny, they are pretty much a rectangle, like just a block of a human person. You might not think this shape was possible for a human. Oh, but it is. Cam is the shape of a door, like just large and barely fitting through. But trying to take up as little space as possible. Have you ever seen a very large dog that thinks it's a puppy? It's like that, where they think they're small enough to fit in spaces, but every time they go to actually fit in said spaces, they come upon a problem. And they apologize to the door or whatever other inanimate object they hit along the way. Oh, sorry. And so they are currently, if this plane is full, they are squishing themselves, trying not to be obvious, but trying to give space to their neighbor, and is probably just looking around excitedly, once again with kind of puppy energy. Just they've never been on a private plane before. They've never been in a space like this with so few people on a journey, because they're used to everywhere they go in large groups. So this is their first time like off on their own on a big adventure. This is a big adventure for Cam. He's having a great time. Just everything. So exciting.
You can tell that the rest of the people on the plane are very used to this kind of a plane and this kind of traveling experience. So when it lands, they like automatically will like buckle themselves in for the landing, and then as soon as it's landed and everything's gone as like smoother than you thought a plane landing could go, they are just like grabbing all their stuff, heading off, and they kind of do it with such efficiency that you're the last one on the plane.
Yeah, Cam definitely like goes to get their bag, but then thinks they might be in the way, so they like sit back down and wait until like everyone's done, and they're like, oh, okay, and they'll like go get their stuff, and they are lugging what to anyone else would be just an enormous bag. This is an athletic equipment bag. This is a bag built for hockey, and they did bring their hockey sticks. And this is something we had to discuss. Every time you hear me say hockey, I am describing what is apparently called ice hockey in other places, but no, it is hockey. So they don't know how long they're going to be gone for, so they have packed up their full athletic duffel bag, which is only just slightly shorter than the hockey sticks laying across it. It is large enough to fit 1 or 2, if small, bodies inside of it. Is a large casing, and Cam, being one of several siblings, has carried around siblings before in this bag. It's been tested, because when you have that many siblings, you have to test it. You know, it's important.
That is valid and fair. What the other two will experience is the car seems to be going through some private roads, and then it stops, and he doesn't say anything. Jack doesn't say anything. He's just scribbling away on his tablet again, and erasing and scribbling and erasing and scribbling, and it's just like, oh god, I can't get the A. There we go. That's good enough. And he heads out and gets to the bottom of the plane stairs and just waits once again, because you've pulled up, because it's just a private plane. It's just in a big hangar, and he's driven right in, and is at the bottom of your plane stairs, just holding a little sign, waiting for you.
Cam will definitely have to, if this is a small plane, like a private plane, Cam will have to duck to get out of the door. Like, it's definitely one of those things where they kind of like have to like, but they're used to this, and they look a little bit, and they excitedly step out, and they probably don't notice right away, because once again, they're too excitedly looking around at this situation. They didn't know exactly what to expect, and so they'll step down the stairs, and there's actually a sign being held with their name on it.
Yes.
They will, despite the fact that they're the only one left, and you are holding a sign with their name on it, they will still look around like, me?
Yeah, you're Cam.
Yeah, it's me. I'm Cam.
I'm here for you, and he puts his tablet in his pocket. And he's, I can take your bag.
Oh, looks at bag, looks at you. I don't know. Do you I could just throw it in. You got a trunk? I could.
Yeah, sure. I mean, but if you want, that's fine. Yeah. And he takes you around to the boot of the car, and he opens it, and then you see it's full currently, because it's a very small boot, and it's just got 2 bags in there. Hold on. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Could you just and he closes the boot, and he runs over to the passenger seat at the front, and he's like, can you just put the bag on the seat?
Oh yeah, sure. And like goes to do it confidently, and then the sticks get stuck, and they are gonna full Looney Tunes just keep holding it flat to get in the door, and instead just 1 second. Wait. Nope. Hang on. Nope. Up. Yep. Up. Down. Nope. Down. Up. Nope.
I think I can help.
Up,
Can
down,
I?
up.
Can I do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then does the exact same thing. It's like, oh, it looks like it would fit.
Yeah, it does, right? You think, and you just, but then,
what if you take the sticks off?
Yeah, oh, good idea. And they actually just come out really easily, and they have multiple sticks. So they have to kind of grab them all around and pull them all out, and just in case anyone else, pickup game, when you have a pickup game. Anyways, yeah. And so it pulls them all out.
Yeah, a pickup. What are you picking up?
pickup match.
Like, do you have to try and lift things with the?
No, when you have a pickup.
Oh,
you
so
pick up a game.
oh, like a pickup truck. Do you play a game in the pickup truck with the sticks?
I haven't tried that before, but maybe. No, when you and your chums wanna play a game, suddenly you
Like-
pick it up. You pick up a game. Pick
Like
up game.
Monopoly.
Yeah, but hockey.
Okay. Okay. But yes, and then he shoves the bag in, it just about fits. And he's like, so that's in. Do you want to try the... I don't know if the sticks will go in on their own now.
Sticks on top?
No.
Oh.
There's enough seats in there that you can probably just put them on the seats on the inside if you want them with you.
I mean, I don't need them with me. Wherever they fit is fine.
Well, I don't... Can you...
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I-
Here, it like. Can they not fit on an angle in with the? Like...
He's not figured out the angle thing.
Okay.
He's just going
Cam
like...
thinks they figured it out this time, and they're gonna go. I'm thinking about this. They're gonna go like they're gonna put the sticks too far up so that they go kind of to the hood, and then they're gonna angle them down into the foot space.
That's so smart. You got it.
I think that's the way.
Yeah. Let's get them all in, and then safety first, and he presses the little button and the bag gets seatbelted in.
I didn't get your name. You are.
I'm Jack, and he turns to show you the back of his jacket.
Oh, that's a great jacket, Jack.
Thank you.
I'm Cam.
I know
knew
I
that.
had your name.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay. There's other people in the car.
Oh. Cool.
They're doing the internship too.
Sweet.
Do you want to get in the car?
Yeah, sure. Cam will open the door, look in, and be like, "Hi, I'm Cam."
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Spencer. Hello.
Hi, Spencer.
I'm Florence.
Florence, Spencer, Cam.
Nice to meet you.
Are you coming into the car? Are you staying out?
Yeah. And then the
Nice.
Jack was just
Spencer
waiting
sort of, like,
outside the door,
scooches
waiting
up.
for you to.
Yeah. Is there? Did you say there's like an extra row of seatings? Is this like
It's like a
car,
limo
or-
situation, so it's got like some seats along one side as well.
Okay. So Cam will move to not be in the same seat so as not to like take up space from anyone else, but they will try and sit as close as possible without sitting on the same seat.
Very good. There's also on the opposite side to the left row of seats, there's a bunch of like the fanciest crisps, the fanciest chocolates, just the fanciest, all very like sustainable and like what's the other word? Fair trade and all that stuff. It's all very, good.
I think Flo is like obviously spotted them as soon as they walked into the car, and is gonna look at all of them and be like, "This is disgusting." Grab a packet, start like literally inhaling this bag of crisps, complaining the whole way. The off-brand stuff is just so much nicer.
Are those ones good? What flavor did you get?
Salt vinegar.
So nice. Do they got dill pickle or ketchup?
You're not from around here, are you?
No. Wait, where's here? Well, no, I'm just from they flew me down to London, but I'm just up from Toronto. Are you not from around here? Your accents don't sound very...
I'm sorry. Do
Go
you
on.
think you're in London, America? Or like, it's London, England.
Not London, America, London, Ontario.
No, it's London, England.
So, how long were you flying
Also,
before?
just to clarify real quick, you guys are not in London right now. You're in Wales.
My bad. Wales, even worse.
No, you came from London.
That's why it took so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they told me I was going to London, you know. And I mean, I'm just up from, like, normally I play in Milton, but, like, I'm over from Toronto.
Right. So you flew for about 8 hours, and you
Yeah, I
thought
it
you
was
were
kind
alright.
of a long, but there were, like, maybe they were dropping people off along the way, although I guess they didn't. I thought maybe they were, it was a
like
long
parachuting people.
No, like, do they do that? Do you drop people
I've never
out of
flown
plane?
before.
I didn't think.
I have no idea.
Oh,
They usually don't.
yeah, I wouldn't.
Not unless you're
But like
specifically
sometimes you're
paid.
on a plane and it stops at a few places, you know, like it lands to let people off, and then you.
You hear a little. Guys. This is Jack. I'm at the front. Hello, and he's looking through his little window.
Hey, Jack.
Sorry, I just want to get going. Seatbelts.
Oh, can you not move while we're talking? We can stop.
Oh no, you still don't have your seatbelt, the button next to you.
But they do the they try and they're gonna fully like rip at this. Like, looking for.
Please stop.
I'm eating crisps, enjoying this so much.
Please, just press the little button. You saw me do it for your bag. Please.
It did. Okay, it's just this
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
Ah! Does that always happen here?
It happens in the Mogle cars.
Okay.
So all the ones you'll see here, yes.
Okay. Gotta
So-
get used to that.
Okay. We good to go. Everyone safely secured in.
Yep.
I believe so.
Good to go.
Okay.
Good to go.
Am I okay to be part of the conversation, or would you rather I...
I don't see why not. What?
I don't know, Jack. Are you going to betray me again?
I don't... I didn't mean to.
Betrayal.
I didn't actually
Jack's
betray
a traitor,
them.
actually. So.
No, it wasn't. I'm just not good with secrets. And then they were like, oh, don't tell people, I'm trying not to be annoying. And then I accidentally told Spencer. What did I do? No, I didn't do anything this time. I was just
You
explaining.
said it again.
Wow.
I don't think that's a bad
never learn.
thing, you know? Everyone should always be trying to improve themselves. I'm
Yes,
trying to be
but-
better about lots of stuff.
Are you here for the internship as well?
Yeah. My coach Sandy recommended me.
Hockey.
Yeah.
Right. In Canada. They flew
Cool.
you from Canada.
But yeah, well,
We didn't
So
get
this
a
is-
consensus
this is
on if
the
I can
United
open or close the
Kingdom.
door.
The United Kingdom of the UK of
Like Wales, like across the sea.
the one where there's a queen sometimes, and then sometimes she dies, and then it's a king, and maybe I've forgotten this IRL. We don't know.
I mean, we have her on all our money.
Yeah, so you're
So I'm-
now in her hometown.
So I'm not.
Nearer Europe. Not in anymore. Nearer.
Well, you're barely in Europe. People kind of voted us out of Europe.
That's what I said. Near Europe.
I gotta talk to my coach Sandy about this. I don't think I think I might have. Am I, Jack? Am I in the right place?
Yeah, I was definitely expecting you. Guys, did we come to a consensus on whether I'm allowed to listen or not? I just need to get going, and we
sorry,
didn't make
I
a decision
completely
on that.
forgot about that. Yeah, I'm okay. I
vote
don't have any
yes.
secrets. I don't have any
Right
secrets.
then.
Sometimes I
Yay!
say too much.
Okay, the window will stay down, and let's go! And he just...
Jack, you seem kind of new at this.
Is it obvious?
Is this your first day?
No, it's not my
Are we
first
your
day.
first?
No!
No, he did say that he usually carries more important-looking people.
That's not what I said. I said fancy Mogle. Like, I've broken a laptop or two in my time.
Oh, that would be bad.
They're very nice about it.
I've broken mine a couple of times.
I just give you another laptop if you break your laptop.
I didn't break my laptop.
Did the
but
break
they're
laptop?
fixed. They're not
Do they
that
just
difficult to fix.
give more laptops?
They get it
It's usually
fixed,
just-
and then you get a
Yeah.
temporary one in the meantime.
Yeah, it's usually just like a screen connection or something like that. It's usually not too bad. Because they fold too far sometimes.
So you're the computer guy.
No? Yes? No. I build things. They said there was this whole, like, green energy project, clean earth thing, and I applied. I like building things, and it's a challenge. So that's why, yeah, building things. Are we not all here to build things? No, you told me this. Oh, crap.
I mean, I hope they don't get me to build anything. I'm just a chef. I don't know how to do anything else, really.
Yes, of course, chicken nuggets and chips.
Yeah.
No, you're right, yeah.
Cam has missed this whole conversation because they're on their phone in their family chat being like, I don't think I can come to dinner this weekend. I need to... Can someone call Coach Sandy for me? I think I misunderstood something.
You don't currently have any signal, so it's all not getting through.
They just keep trying. Like, they keep writing another message and sending and being like, did you get that one? Did you get that one? Hi. And they're like looking like maybe I left airplane mode on. Like,
Can I get everyone to roll a brains check?
our first roll of
This
the
is-
game.
And it
Brains
is
and
a
spits.
high DC, so
no.
How
don't
high?
necessarily expect to get it. I'm deciding that right now.
Because I might just take it off.
I'm gonna say 18.
Oh, crap, I can't take off on that.
It's a hard one. It just, you know.
So that's an
That
one. That
tracks.
makes honestly that tracks.
I have a D4 in brains, and I got a 1.
I'm gonna...
Beautiful.
I want to use adversity tokens so much. Just off the get-go.
So I roll a d12 in brains, and I rolled a nat 1. So we're doing great, guys.
So what flavor are those chips you have over there? Like,
I think those ones are barbecue, which may be more your vibe.
oh yeah. Yeah.
There's no chips back there, guys. What are you talking about? There's crisps.
Like chips.
Do you-
Points at bag. Chips.
You're like looking in the rearview mirror. That's crisps.
Crisp.
They're from Canada?
Wow, there's a lot I'm gonna have to remember. So if I
not
ask
in
for
Canada.
chips, I don't get this.
You
You
get,
get French fries.
French fries.
Yes.
That's complicated.
Or the chunky ones. I like chunky chips better.
Honestly, let me deal with the food stuff.
Okay. Great.
I got a 16. I wanted to use 2 adversity tokens just so I could succeed, but it's too soon.
You're welcome to.
You know what?
You
Yes.
don't want to know the first thing,
I want
the
first secret?
the first secret of the game.
First
Yes.
secret of all of it.
Yeah. So
While
I'm
Flo
down to
and
1.
Cam are busy discussing chips
Let's
versus
go.
crisps.
2 diversity tokens to get 2 points to 18.
Okay. So it makes sense that you'd be the one to notice because these guys are chatting away and you're like just staring out the car
Likely
window, and you're just looking across and you notice that something isn't right about the windows. It seems a bit like, and you can't quite put your finger on what it is at first, and then you see something that you saw like 5 minutes ago go past, and you're like, are we going around in circles? And then you click on a little bit more and you realize that there aren't windows, they're very thin screens.
I sort of like slowly lean in. You know when you like lean into a TV screen and you start seeing all of the little dots, the LEDs. I sort of lean in and say, "Oh, that's clever. That's very clever. Makes sense. They wouldn't want us to know. Really. It's very clever." Jack, these are really neat. Are they like always this thin, or like do they bend as well, like glass, like windows, or can you see it from the outside as well, or just from the inside?
Do the windows bend like windows?
No, the
Don't
screens.
bend the windows; they'll break.
No, the screens. They're not windows. The screens,
No, there's a screen. I've got a screen here. That's my sat
No.
nav.
No, our.
You can. Do you?
Have you
Do you want a screen to watch a movie?
No, have you always been back here? Have you ever been back here at any point?
Yeah, when I first started, I was shown around by Mick.
Right. Oh, that's fun. No, don't mind me, Jack. Thanks. Guys, this is so cool. Mogle's so clever. You know how we're not allowed to know where we're going? They've
Wait, why are we not allowed to know where we're going? You just told me that we're in the UK.
Well, yes, but we're not allowed to know where their headquarters are because of the fancy tech they have. Now, they've used some of that fancy tech right here. These aren't windows.
I don't believe you. And I'm going to
They're
look
not
really
windows.
close. And on that one, I'm not going to see that they're not windows. And so I'm going to continue to not
watch.
believe you.
I'm gonna go like full like Truman Show and go like, look, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. In about 1 minute, we're gonna see a red post box, closely followed by a lamppost and a red car driving by. Watch. There it is. There it is.
The red car doesn't drive by.
Damn.
It slowly transitions to a different kind of landscape, and it's a driveway that you're pulling into on the
Do we see
window screen?
the cross transition?
No, because it looks like this is where it was always meant to lead to.
All right. It's like,
They just used the red car
Oh.
as a transition previously into the start of the video again.
ah, very clever. That's cool.
Cam gives you a little shove like, Spencer, you almost had us. Oh, good one.
I almost believed you, you know.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but
This guy,
that guy.
Spencer, always joking.
I can prove it. I'll like dig into my bag, my satchel for a flashlight, and I'll put it right against it. And often with a light like that, you'd be able to see past like the tinted window a little bit. But does it go through?
It's. I don't know how tinted windows work. What's the science? Ah!
Science.
The
Is it like
true
a tinted
facts
window, or is
of
it not
science.
like a tinted window?
It's not like a tinted window.
But okay.
But it's alright, these guys wouldn't know that either.
That's
What are we looking
electronic. It's electronic. It's no glass. It's
The
a
car
screen.
pulls to a stop.
Is the video still rolling after we?
The video
this?
stops in time with the car.
That's so clever. I bet it's like connected to the wheel motion, and it like clicks the light off again, puts it in his bag. It's like, oh, I gotta ask him how they do that. It's so thin as well. You can't tell from the outside in.
I'm sorry to interrupt the muttering. I get told off for interrupting muttering a lot. There's a lot of people who mutter to themselves.
Yeah, sorry.
We're here.
Oh, we're here.
But if you wait, no, I need to
where's
open
here?
the door. Mogle R&D. I'm sorry, don't tell people I did that. I am still pretty new. I've not passed probation yet. I don't need, please.
So are you telling me this is a secret that I should not be sharing? Is this what you're telling
Yeah,
me, Jack?
exactly.
Like the one I told you earlier that you immediately went on to share with everyone.
No, I accidentally told one person, and then the other time I wasn't telling your secret. I was telling about the time I told someone.
Oh.
It's
Don't
like,
worry, Jack. Your
Right.
secret is safe with my bad memory.
and yeah. See, and also it's like, you know, the second time. So that's the first time doesn't count because Spencer's forgotten, and then the second time was like, you know how like your parents shout at you if you swear, but if you're quoting like a film and the film swears, it's okay.
I'm not sure that's okay, but alright.
I was always told it was fine if the film swears. Because that's not you, that's the script. But that was...
I have been wrong before.
Anyway, I'm gonna get the door. Please forget anything that I've said. Please. Okay. And he just runs around and 2 seconds later you see him open the door, and the outside that you see through the door matches exactly what was in the video.
It must have cameras on the windows too, because it matched when it opened, so it must... Either that or they've re-recorded there, but then he has to stop in the exact same place at a certain time, or it becomes a screen when it gets energy through. Oh, like those... And I was like muttering to myself as I head out.
As you get out, I mean, do you guys all get out?
Yeah. I think I grab a bunch of like extra snacks and like shove them in my pocket.
I was literally gonna say the same thing.
I think I look at you and I'm like,
we take everything.
Jack is too busy like getting the bags out of the trunk, and he's like put them on a nice little paved section in front of where the car's parked, and then he's currently wrestling with Cam's bag. He's just like,
oh, I got that for you. Cam walks up, grabs it, and literally throws it. Like, literally, just give it a toss and like lets it hit pavement, like smack. Like,
can you just scooch it a little bit more so it's onto that square?
Square, yeah.
The square.
Okay.
Can you just, can you see the other two are on the square? Can you put it on the same square?
Yeah. And just also goes and grabs the sticks, actually, hooks them in so that they're along the bag nicely, and then adjusts.
Perfect. Thank you. And step off. The square.
Sorry,
Back away. No, I just don't want you to like get hurt. But yeah, we're heading this way.
That's not a problem. Don't worry, Jack. Like,
and he's like, come on this way.
Good one.
You can. We should be. I worry about people. I'm nice.
No, you're right. You're right.
Do I not seem like a nice person? I'm so sorry if I've said anything that made you think that I was the kind of person that wouldn't mind if you got hurt.
No, that's not what I was saying at all.
You're Jack. Do you want to go?
You're good, Jack. We're good.
Do you want to go in the Zen Den for a little bit?
I might need to.
Yeah.
What's the Zen Den? Is that like the sin bin?
What's the sin bin?
The sin bin?
You know when you have a penalty and you got to go in the 2 minutes in the sin bin for hooking?
When you have a penalty, like in football, where you go and you get to have a shot on goal. Is that?
Oh, that's a different kind of penalty. A penalty shot.
Yeah.
Nah, when you like break a rule, and then you gotta go in that. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. But yeah,
I feel like this is gonna happen a lot.
Can you follow me? Yeah? Cool. And he leads you past this little hedge where you guys were, and you see this huge old-timey mansion. There are so many very quaint-looking windows. There's like the black wooden beams running across the front and stuff, and it just looks very... It's impressive that it looks quaint when it's so big. And in front of it you see this woman with long slicked hair, like properly slicked down. She's like 6'5". In heels. She is wearing heels. And she's like pacing a little bit, and like you can see that she's kind of thinking to herself. She is wearing a very sharp looking, like, Jack's suit looked nice, but her suit looks so expensive, and it is the Mogle purple. She's wearing a very crisp, lovely suit, and like she when she sees you guys approaching, she's like, "You're here! You're here! Come along!"
Yeah.
Is this a castle? Are we working in a castle?
This is. Wait, I'm getting to it. Everything will be explained. So, basically, hello. I'm
Hello.
Wendy Carlisle.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Cam. This is Spencer, and this is Flo.
I am the head of R&D here. Or,
Whoa.
I guess, of the whole company. This is my job. And I thought it would be great for your first day if I were to give you the rundown of how things work, how it's gonna go, kind of. And also, I just love getting when people get to see everything for the first time. It's just, I'm really proud of everything here. I've been here from the start, so it makes me really happy to see when other people get to see it, and the looks on their faces, So yes, sorry, Jax, have you sorted the bags? And Jax just kind of like, yes, I have. And she's just like, great, thank you. You can head out now. I don't think we need you for the rest of the day, so you can just do what you want to do. And Jack kind of like awkwardly doesn't know how to leave, and so bows. And then he's like, wait, that was definitely not it.
Cam is gonna bow back because, like, he doesn't know what the customs. He doesn't even know the difference between crisps and chips. Like, is this?
And Jack kind of like tries to look like he's casually walking, but he is fully running away.
Hi, Jack.
So, you guys don't need to worry about your bags. They will go straight to your rooms. You can actually see them going now, and you just like distantly see something flying overhead and going around, and it kind of disappears, and you're like, you don't get enough time to see what it was. And he's like, yes, so welcome to she. I've forgotten my own NPC, it's fine. So she's just like, so I'm so excited to have you guys. This internship is like our first year, so we've tried to keep it with a very like tight cohort with just you three. So we love your feedback at all times. Just let us know what you're thinking. You'll have Rahul with you, and he'll be always ready to like take your answers and your thoughts and whatever. Like, he will be your person, your go-to person. He'll be meeting us in a minute. I think I believe actually he should be here. And you see her go into her little jacket pocket, pull out like a very crisp looking piece of paper, and she gets her fancy looking pen out, quickly scribbles something, and then it's like a square, and she just kind of goes like this, and it turns into a paper plane. Like, she just moves it, it turns into a paper plane, and she just lobs it, and it flies off. Yes, so Rahul will be with you in a moment. Like, I'll still be showing you around, but I wanted you to get some familiarity with him too. But yes, so I get to do it. I get to tell a big secret. Now, as you guys know, we have been revolutionizing technology, and a lot of that has been by making technologies and stuff far smaller than you thought would be possible, or by like just advances that seem to everyone else like too many leaps forward in such a short amount of time. Like, this is the kind of stuff we'd be expecting to do in 20-30 years, and we're doing it now! There's a reason we're able to do that. We've found an incredible resource, and you guys get to use it while you're here. So just I think it's better if I show you. Come on in. No, wait, Rahul's meeting us here. Hold on. And then you see the paper aeroplane kind of come back and just wait in front of her. And she's like, there, this'll be him. And she just opens it. He's meeting us inside. It's okay. Let's go. And she just like throws it away, like it's nothing. She just like scrunches it, throws it, and it disappears. Let's head inside. And she opens these big like wooden double doors. And as you go in, you can feel a slight like pressure in your ears, like I mean, Cam would have very recently felt this when he was on the plane, but just as you go in, you feel that, and then you walk in, and parts of the inside look like you'd expect, but it also kind of looks like the mansion started growing skyscraper parts inside. There's loads of like, you couldn't see any of this from the outside, so it doesn't make any sense, but there's huge like glass elevators, and there's just like massive, but it's all very weird shapes. They're just like a big rectangle sticking out sideways, and there's just weird bulbous shapes of rooms sticking out, and everything's kind of very free. It kind of weirdly looks like everything is where it makes sense for it to be, but nothing is the shape you'd expect it to be. And that's what you, at first glance, walk into. And Wendy does not really pause for you guys to take it in. She's like walking full speed. There's lots of stuff going on around you. There's lots of noise and chaos happening. But in very like specific little pods of people and stuff, and people excitedly running from one place to the other. And she's just walking on through confidently. You guys following?
Yeah, Spencer visibly becomes very uncomfortable as soon as there's lots of people. He just went from having like 4 people in his surroundings to having lots running around. And you can see that it definitely takes him aback, and he starts getting like, oh, okay, I knew it was a big company, I didn't expect it to be this big, and I thought it would be calm because we were in the middle of nowhere. And he starts like rambling onto himself, and he just like slowly, just like from his backpack, from his satchel, pulls out the pair of headphones again and just slowly slides them on himself. And just like, oh, it's a lot of people. And then like begins to walk forward and like almost keeping like heel to toe behind Wendy.
Florence is gonna like kind of nudge Cam and be like, do you feel like she has mummy energy a little bit? I tried to concentrate on what she's saying.
Do you mean like
so
wrapped
hard.
up? Like,
no.
oh,
Like motherly in a
hot.
hot.
Mommy means hot here. Okay.
So not always. I wouldn't want you to mistake. You know what? Yeah. Mummy means hot.
Mommy means hot. Got it.
Yeah. Most times. Yeah.
Fair. Cool. Yeah, I get it. I didn't think it till you said it, but then you said it, now I think it.
Yeah, you know, it's the kind of thing where like there's a woman and then you have to look up to look at her and you're like, wow.
That almost never happens, but yeah, that's
also,
pretty cool.
She's in charge.
Yeah. Like Coach Sandy.
Probably like Coach Sandy. I wouldn't know. Do you have a picture of Coach Sandy? Maybe I can assess.
Is my phone working?
Your
Because you said
phone's-
it wasn't working.
You don't have signal.
I don't have signal.
So if you've got previous pictures on your phone, you can show them.
Yeah. So I would pull up, I would go looking for pictures of Coach Sandy. And she is like, she's probably in the shot actively bossing a team around. Like she's actively, so I was like, kind of mommy. She's like actively like
Yeah.
giving a stern like, which I've now taken from you to mean this is mummy.
Yeah, kind of like that, I guess. Yeah, sure. Don't you see it though?
Wendy.
No?
Wendy. Mummy. Got it.
Sure.
Cam's gonna
You know
call
what?
her mommy on 2 words. See it coming.
I see it.
I'm glad you agree. I'm glad we can agree on these things.
So
That's as far as Cam can parse right now because they are like legit like still grappling with everything they're seeing right now. they're not sure if it's wondrous or just normal here, because a second ago they thought they were like just traveling further in the province, which is like, let's be real, Canada's a huge cut. Like it would take you longer to travel across Canada than most of Europe. Like it's large, so they didn't realize this though. Everything, like there's too much for Cam to parse. So it's they're kind of maxed out.
Any more information and Cam's gonna start short-circuiting.
Oh god.
I mean, they're taking it all in, but like I said, they legit don't know what's normal or not normal right now. So they're like, cool, yeah. Are all places around here like this?
Oh no. God no.
Is England like all castles?
So I'm pretty sure this isn't England.
Fudge.
But you know what?
Okay, I'll do this later. I think I'll have to do this later.
I'll hold off on that explanation for a bit.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
No worries.
Because I want to know and I don't want to get it wrong,
Of course.
but I will get it wrong right now.
That's totally fair and acceptable.
Okay.
This is a lot.
Okay. It's a lot.
And you guys are led to the center of this very busy, almost like an indoor courtyard. That's how big and busy it is. And there is this giant sort of, it looks like an enormous potion bottle. But there's like loads of tubes coming out of it. It is massive. It's like the height of the room, and the room is massive. It's like 20 feet tall. Is that tall enough? It's 30 feet tall.
Just add an extra 10 feet just in case.
Just in case.
Just to make sure.
Just in case. Just, you know. And there's loads of like pipes coming out of it, and all of the glass on this looks very almost like a little bit prismatic. And it's but yeah, and it's extremely thin tubes of glass coming off of it, and you can see what looks like almost, it's somewhere between liquid and gas coming through from all the different pipes. It's like some of them it's rushing through and then it slows down, and some of them it's like a steady consistent amount coming through, all in different colors that seem to self-separate as they get to the bottle. They just like layer up, and it's sort of, they're bright colors, this weird smoky liquid, and it's got like a shimmer running through it, and it's all pouring through. And Wendy has turned around in front of this and is waiting to like make sure you guys have like stared at it enough before she starts speaking. It's just like, so this is the thing that makes it all possible. Can you guess? Can you guess? It's magic.
Is that an
Wait.
acronym?
No.
It's magic.
Yeah.
Real life, the human real world magic.
I understand your skepticism. Everyone has been skeptical at first, but you get used to it. Honestly, it's almost like a daily thing. That's why I quite like seeing new people see it again, because it reminds me how wonderful it is. But yeah, like there's you can see there's a ring of taps that like each one is at a different level, so you can see it perfectly lines up with the different colors. You can just so here, like I can, if I show you, I actually have some on me, so I don't need to go to the tap, and like just pulls out a little bottle and is just like, okay, and I'm just gonna, let's go over to this chair. I think this chair should be the size of a mouse. And she pours it over the chair. And the chair instantly, it's like quite a big armchair. It shrinks. And then it starts running around. And she's like, all right, that was on me. I was thinking, I got caught up thinking about mice. I was about to say mouses, and that felt incorrect immediately.
Meese.
But yeah, so can someone catch that? I've done it again. It's running. Someone will find it. It'll be fine. We have a little. I you know, when I'm trying to show off, I get like I always end up thinking about. I don't know why I always do mice. I always think about it, like, because mice are so cute that I think about them. And then so we've got a little pen of animals that aren't animals. They're just objects that I've miced.
Unmice them.
I mean, we could, but they're pretty cute.
No, I'm sorry, but that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Is it like nanorobotics? Is it like projectors? Well, I don't get it.
It's none of those things, but it helps us with those things. It's just magic.
Cam turns to Florence and is like, "Is this like crisps and mummy? Does this mean energy, technology, science?
I'm pretty sure magic means magic everywhere.
I don't get it. I'm sorry, but that's not possible, right? Because, you know, matter conversion and all that kind of nonsense, it doesn't apply. Does it apply? It doesn't apply.
Now, I have a feeling you'll have a much easier time on this when you get to meet the rest of the engineers. We have like our own little textbook for the rules of how it's worked.
Okay.
Okay,
it is
so
fully magic.
Here's
so
another
it is
question.
Science.
Yes. Question, yes?
Quick question. If magic is real, why keep it to yourself?
Wendy.
Miss
Good question.
Carlisle? Mrs.
Wendy's fine.
All right. Is it Miss or Mrs. though? That's feels like for you know, I need to be respectful reasons.
I actually kind of prefer going with like Ms, like MS. Just
right. Yeah.
and
a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like I'm the head of R&D. I feel like
you're running this. You're running this show. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I get home, like my wife is fully the one who's in charge of running the household, but
yeah,
when I'm here, I'm in charge. So anyway, yes, it is a science. The reason we do want to like bring it out to the world, we just honestly we're not sure how to do that in the best way. What's the best, safest way to do this? Because there's so much you can do with this, and we want to. So we've been working with. We've got a research group who's literally researching all the different ways we could possibly put it out into the world, and you know, doing a lot of simulations and stuff to figure out the safest way to get it out there without it worrying that it's going to get into the wrong hands, and just but like. We're just going to release it straight away, and then the simulations, a lot of them ended up in real bad stuff happening, so we were like, okay, let's take some time, figure this out, but we should still use it to help, you know, climate change isn't slowing down for us anytime soon. If we can, you know, use this to get technology to where it needs to be to slow down climate change and stuff like that, we have a moral obligation to be doing that as well. It's honestly, I've been trying to find the right balance, and I'm constantly trying to find where that is. But I appreciate your interest in that, and that's one of the, like, those kind of people are the people we want here, because we want to be making the right decisions.
So is that why the internship then? To see how I want to say normal people, but I'm not. How civilians, non-employees react to this technology?
Well, we have obviously had people who are non-employees be here because everyone who's an employee was once a non-employee.
Good point.
But we are like, we're trying to see if this kind of educating someone as they're introduced to it, and then having that be the way you get to know about it, like if that is a way that works, is something that we're trialing out. And also, honestly, we're just excited about getting people with fresh ideas and from different walks of life, from different people, and just people with lots of potential. We just, want to make sure that we're doing everything we can the right way, and the only way you can do that is by having as many ideas in the room as possible to find out which one's the best idea.
That's a fair point.
Great. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Stay here. And she walks over to, like, just out of sight round a little corner. You guys have a few minutes to look around if you want, or are you staying put?
Immediately looking around. I'm looking for secret. I'm looking for proof. I'm assuming they've, like, disabled the cameras on our phones and stuff like that.
No, you can't see anything that's happening.
I'm taking pictures of everything. And I'm barely trying to hide that that's what I'm doing.
No one seems to be thrown by you doing it. Everyone seems to be like, yeah.
I'm still not sure I understand what type of energy this is.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure it out, and I've never seen anything like this. This is like
natural gas, or like...
I'm hedging on nanotechnology. Like, that's the closest that I can think.
I've had a thought. Maybe this is going to sound weird, but you said, you were talking about, like, normal people, and it got me thinking. Has anything kind of weird and unnatural ever happened to either of you? Like, something that you tried to explain it, and then you couldn't really pinpoint where it came from.
I've got sensory issues. Weird stuff happens all the time.
That's fair.
I don't know. Just
maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just me. I was just thinking maybe that's why we were all here, but apparently not.
Did something happen to you? Do you have an example?
You know how
Yeah, can you give an example? Sometimes that helps.
Yeah, really.
Right. You know how I sort of guessed that chicken nuggets and chips were, like, your thing, right, Spencer?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that tends to happen to me, like, a lot. I can just sort of tell things sometimes. And I kind of, like, the reason I'm here is because I got fired from my old job. And I got fired from my old job because I kind of guessed what the people wanted to eat before their orders came through. And then everyone was like, oh, you're a witch. Fire me. And then I got fired. And everyone was just like, you just have to tell us how you know these things. And that got me, thinking real hard to all the times that I just kind of didn't know. And I don't know. I'm rambling, really.
No, that makes sense, because I'm not very good with people, but I can tell how machines work. Like, I've always been very good. Like, when you're a kid and you look at a TV and you're like, oh, I'm certain there's, like, little people in there. Well, I thought, I'm certain there's wiring that switch, different colors when it comes to a different electrical impulses going through that. Like it's, I can figure things. It's almost like, when you're looking at something like a puzzle, like when you're looking at a puzzle, but then you've got the box, so you know what it looks like. But then it's almost like someone's giving you instructions, going, "This is piece A that comes with piece B," and then you can almost see it build itself and then unbuild itself. It's almost like you can see it build from the blueprint as if it's alive. Yeah, I thought that's just because I don't know. I just assumed that people saw things, and that's why people build these things. And I just thought that's what engineers were like, and that's why I chose engineering. Is that not normal?
I mean, I
You
feel
can
like
hear the sharp clack of heels as she's coming back.
okay, let's talk about this later. Don't tell anyone, please.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Everything good?
Yep.
Everything good with you?
Yeah, this is, and you see there's a 5'7", kind of very sharp but slightly dopey looking, sharp dressed is how he can be sharp and dopey. South Asian guy. This is Rahul. He will be looking after you. Sorry, he got delayed. He was grabbing, and you can see he's holding 3 different bags. He's just grabbing some stuff for you guys. You can, Rahul, do you want it? And Rahul's just like, hello, I bought you some gifts, some just welcome your first day gifts. I didn't label them. Hold on. And he opens one of the gift bags and rummages through, and he's like, that is for Spencer.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And got to be careful with that. That one is for Flo. I heard you prefer Flo. Is that right?
Honestly, either is fine. Maybe the first time you meet me, Florence is more appropriate. Flo is more for friends.
Okay.
At least people I've spoken to once, but I genuinely don't really.
That's fine. I'll call you Florence from now on, and then you can tell me if you want me to switch.
I mean, as soon as this interaction is over, Flo is acceptable.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Here you go.
Thank you.
And then this one must be for Cam. Here you go.
Thanks.
Yes. So I hope you like them. I tried really hard to think of stuff you'd like, and was helpful.
What is it?
So yours looks kind of like a tiny version of a very admittedly clean and new duffel bag, like the one you already have. And if you pull it out, Rahul's just like, yeah, if you can just tap it on the side, just there it says, if you just press it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, just, yep, pop, yeah, and it enlarges to a full-size bag that's slightly bigger than the one you have. And anything you put inside it will also shrink, so you can carry stuff really easily. You can just put it in your coat pocket. Because I hear you don't hockey sticks. There's a lot of danger, stuff here that we don't want to accidentally smash. And I thought this would be helpful, and you could still get to take your stuff with you. Is that okay?
No, that's great. I hit a lot of things, so this will help me not hit as many things.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. I'm glad I got it right. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yes. Any
it's on
questions?
mine, yeah.
So yours has they kind of look like again it kind of looks like your headphones, but a bit sleeker.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Are they noise cancelling?
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
But
I'll I'll take mine off and go.
And complete silence. Absolutely nothing.
That is crazy. That's. Oh, sorry.
Yes, sorry, I didn't explain the settings. If you like just rotate on the this one, yeah, you can change how much input you're getting. But also, if you tap it twice, regardless, it'll make people, like, if someone's trying to address you directly, that'll come through normal volume. If you want that to happen.
Just the addressee?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Please don't put them back on. I've got more to explain. Okay. So on the right side, this is a bit intense, so I didn't want to just tap it and have it happen for you. So but just in case you need it, what it does is if you tap it, it'll it's like a holographic film goes over from the front.
Right.
And it just filters out stuff you don't need to see. If you're like, there's a lot of people and you don't want there to be a lot of people, you can't hear them, you can't see them. If you want. If you're about to walk into them, you'll
Okay.
realize.
That was going to be my next question.
It's more like people further
dangerous.
away don't show up, so you can
Oh, like a render distance. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. This is amazing. Yeah, thank you. That and he immediately puts it on and then double clicks it so that you can hear people talking to him, but nothing else. He goes, "I'm gonna live with this thing on from now on."
Are you gonna take yours out, or are you gonna just leave it?
I'm looking at it. I'm scared.
You see.
I'll look at it.
You see a sleek black case. This big.
I take it out.
So I know that your knives are very important to you, and we wouldn't dream of taking them away. You can keep them.
All right.
But I thought this could be added to your collection.
I'm opening the case very slowly, I'm scared of what I'm about to see inside.
It's just a handle.
It's a handle.
It's a very nice knife handle, but it's just the handle of a knife.
All right. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna be like, is this a piece of wood?
Yes, I thought, because, you don't always need, you need different knives for different things, right?
Yes. Yes, absolutely, yes.
So I thought if there was ever a time and place where you were like, oh, I can't take my briefcase here, but I would like to have something with me, you can have this.
But this is just a handle.
Sorry. What would you, if you had a food in front of you to cut right now, what would you like to cut?
A cucumber? I guess?
Instantly, the perfect, a sharp knife for a cucumber comes out, just at the top.
And then I start, do I need to say it out loud?
How are you going to figure that out?
I'm thinking so hard about, chicken breast. I'm thinking about, peas, trying to chop a pea in half. I'm thinking about all of these things really hard in my brain and seeing if it changes.
Rahul kind of looks at you and is like, it will work by what you're thinking of, but if you're thinking of 5 different things, it'll just stay where it is.
Okay, I'm thinking so hard of a chicken breast.
Okay, Ambereen doesn't know the right knife for a chicken breast, but it changes to that.
Florence is truly on the verge of tears. Nobody has ever given them anything even this heartfelt ever. And this feels like the most special present in the world.
So, yeah, that's how that works. I hope you like it, all of you. That includes you, Spencer.
How does it work? How does it know? I'm pointing the knife.
If you get too close, it will go back in. It will disappear.
I'm gonna try to chop my own finger to see if it knows where to stop.
Serious stress test.
It, like, you feel it hit you, but it doesn't cut, so it's like it went blunt as it hit you.
This is magical.
That's how it works, yeah.
What? Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm putting it back in its case, like, super carefully, and then closing it back. And then holding it as if I was gifted baby Jesus. Baby Jesus himself.
I like that you went, what's something precious, and the first thing your brain was baby Jesus.
Good old baby Jay.
Good old baby
specific.
Jesus who I would protect.
Nothing needs to be held more preciously to me than baby Jesus.
Oh, God.
Cam missed all this because Cam is literally like big bag, little bag, big bag, little bag, big bag, little bag.
Like, Rahul, after showing the knives and the headphones, does turn around to you doing that and is like, just so you know, it will not shrink back if there's a person in it.
Starts to get in the bag. Just like keeping eye contact with Raul, opens bag, starts to step in.
I don't know what you're expecting to happen. I've just told you it won't shrink.
Gets out, and then is there anything nearby, like a mug or like any like a small?
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 steps away. There's a little like desk with little a used coffee mug and some like pens and stuff and things.
Grabs the handful of pens, puts it in a bag, sees if it shrinks.
It shrinks. If you open
Opens it back up.
Are you making it big first, or are you just opening it while it's small?
Open while small.
Tiny pens.
Tiny pens.
Oh, God. What if you put something small in, like a pin, and then grow it?
Look for something small to put in.
You grab a paper clip.
Put paper clip in. Close bag. Big bag. Open bag.
You've got a giant paper clip.
We've broken the game!
And it only took us an hour. 10 minutes with the new item, we've broken the game.
You don't know if you've broken it. This is some limited testing.
Amazing. How are you doing this?
It's magic, but I'm really stuck between not wanting to break your heart right now. Can you pass me can you shrink that back down? I was gonna ask for the paperclip. That's a bad move right now. I'm not that strong. If you could just shrink
Paper clip in. Close bag. Shrink.
can you open it?
Open.
Rahul reaches in, takes one of the pencils out, takes like 10 steps away, and it returns to its normal size.
Oh.
Nerfed.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that that's what you would expect. I thought I explained it well enough. I'm so sorry. This was meant to be a nice thing.
No, it's cool. It's very cool. Really, really, really cool.
I'm gonna grab the knife and I'm gonna get closer to Rahul and I'm gonna be like, if you hurt my friend's heart again, this knife won't do anything to you. I'll get the real knives and I'll threaten you with the real knives next time, maybe. Unless that'll get me
hey,
expelled.
it's all good.
If that
It's all
gets
good.
me expelled, then I might not.
This isn't a school.
It's cool.
Can we not get expelled?
You
From
can
this
get
internship?
fired.
Are we getting paid for the internship?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Pretty well.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Tasty. I knew this, of course, I signed the contracts.
Yeah, I'm.
I'm very happy to hear that, actually. I didn't read my contract. I just kind of...
Do you guys? You know, when you're done with the tour, you can ask. Like, I'm in the same block as you guys because I'm kind of like, I think like your guys' person to go to with questions. But you guys can just like ask me anything if you didn't read your contracts, which I would in future maybe say you should do.
I got excited.
I will neither confirm nor deny that I've read the contract here today.
Coach usually does that for me.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me at the end. But Wendy's waiting to carry on the tour.
So, one more time. This works on magic.
Yeah.
And what does magic mean here?
Like, you know, ooh, magic.
That doesn't...
Ooh.
Like, you know, like the stories of like wizards and Merlin and magic.
Magic
Like
is
wands
real
and
here?
capes and hats.
I mean, we
Wait.
don't. If you want to dress
Wait.
like that, you can. Some of us do it sometimes for fun. We have like a
Y'all
wizard
just
day.
always had magic?
This is a
Like, hocus pocus, rabbit out of a hat?
we don't tend to use it for that, and we've not had it
could you-
forever here. I guess. Don't think that would be too difficult. Rabbit out of a hat. I suppose
How do we-
it depends on if you're
Rabbit.
teleporting the rabbit out the hat or if you're trying to create a rabbit out of a hat. That's a lot trickier. You can't create living creatures.
But the chair is a mouse.
Yeah, it doesn't have a sentience though. I suppose you could have a non-sentient.
Like a
Rabbit.
stuffed animal.
This is bringing up a lot of questions.
Should we
I
continue
honestly
with the
don't know that much
tour?
about magic.
I want to.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
I don't want. I don't want Wendy to be mad at us. Wendy to be mad at us as a group. collectively.
Honestly, I've never seen her get angry. I just really want her to be impressed by me all the time. So yes, we
I
will carry on
get that.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, sorry, and Wendy's like just stood like a few steps away, just waiting patiently.
Can she hear us? Like, is she like right nearby?
Not right nearby, but like probably could hear you if she was listening, but you can see that she's actively like got multiple of those like paper airplanes coming to her, and she's like also writing one and throwing them out and stuff. So
Ooh, question.
yes,
Do we need magic wands?
you need to let Wendy carry on the tour. I'm not stepping on any toes here. I refuse.
So that's
That's
a yes.
not a no.
To step on
turn
Wendy's
that-
toes.
That's not a no.
I am saying nothing. I'm gonna quietly be in the back whilst Wendy carries on the tour. Wendy, we're done. Hold on. She's like in the zone. And he pulls out a little paper and writes, "Wendy, we're done," and then turns it into a paper airplane and sends it. And she gets it and she's like, "Oh," and walks over and she's like, "Sorry about that. Just a million different messages. I had an idea and I wanted to scribble it down and send it off, and then was getting feedback. You know how it is."
Kim wants to reach up and grab a random paper airplane that's going by. just reach up, grab.
You
see
reach-
whatever is, because I assume like there's messages. You said there's like messages are being sent off. Just grabs one and
Do a flight check.
like 2. Sorry, not that good.
You reach up and it kind of glides over your hands. It like sees what you trying to reach for it, and it
And
goes
it does
over.
like this. It goes like.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. I have to work on that.
Please don't try to read other people's messages.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
I mean, you can't anyway, but it's a bit rude to try.
Do you get
What
an
do you
extra...
mean we can't anyway? Oh wait, yeah, when we fail, sorry, this is a mechanical question.
Oh,
when
yes.
we fail something, we get adversity tokens?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So you should have
So
two
I have
now.
2 more now.
Yeah.
Adversity token. Okay.
And Wendy's just like, okay, so you've got your gifts. Would you like some more?
More gifts?
More gifts.
On top
gotta-
of the fact we're being paid?
Yeah, well, we
have
got to get you
clock in
kitted out.
somewhere. Is there like a sign-in sheet?
No.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's not how it works here. No.
Yeah, we don't really do that kind of thing.
I assume here it's still the UK.
We can confirm that.
Okay. Just for future references, so I don't, assume incorrectly.
Yeah, that's yeah. But yeah, if you come on through to this little, and she like walks you past the big old potion bottle, the definitely 30 feet tall potion bottle, to a little side door, that's a nice, like pale blue color. And just like, if you guys come on through here, you can meet Jerry. And as you walk in,
I appreciate so much that all of these names are actual names, not the nonsense that I do, which is call it Jahuri or something like that.
I'm now picturing in my brain, I'm picturing Jerry from the Totally Spies. That's who I'm picturing in my brain.
from
But
what?
better than what I
Oh.
did. was
Totally
Jerry.
Spies!
I thought you said totally spice and I got confused.
I thought
Different try.
I thought you said Jerry as in like spice, and I thought you meant Jerry the Spice Girl.
See, way better than what I did. I went straight from Jerry from Tom and Jerry.
Well, because
Solid
I
option.
wrote it down Jerry, Jerry,
That's
like
what I
Tom and
did.
Jerry. Then I was like, what if it's with a G? What if it's Jerry with a G? And then you said spice, and I went Spice World. It's a Spice World.
So you are led through to, and through the blue door there's this corridor. It's very like pastel colours going on, lots of like random colours. And it opens up to this. It kind of almost looks a bit Argos-like. If everyone is familiar with Argos, I don't know if Argos is international.
Do you think most people will?
What's Argos?
Okay, that's fine. Argos it's a shop where you don't get to see any of the stuff you're buying.
What?
You get a catalogue.
What? Do you just go into a random shop and you're like, give me some of something? And what?
They have a massive catalogue. It's like the biggest book you've ever seen. And then you look through it and you find like the item number. You go to the counter and you say, I want this. And then they go and get it from behind in this big warehouse that you don't see. So all the items are in a
That
warehouse.
still exists there? They got rid of those in the 80s here.
No, they're still
Wow.
about.
They're quite big here, actually. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Castles and 80s shops. That's
My notes are now, magic is real. They still have catalog stores.
But yeah, so it looks like a very colourful, fun Argos. But instead of there being a person at the counter, there is like sort of a robot android looking guy who's built into the counter. And there's a conveyor belt going behind him that you can just like see like leads right up to him. And Wendy like leads you right up and she's like, "This is Jerry."
Spencer immediately geeks out and starts like looking around him, and you can see that kind of like engineer brain starts ticking overdrive, trying to figure out like the moving parts inside. And he's just like looking through him. He's like, "This is incredible. I never knew you could send it. Like, connect it directly to the counter. Is it like automatic? Is it voice activated? Is it going to be like a pattern anywhere that's going to pop up?" And it's just like a million miles an hour mumbling at this point.
Wendy's just like, he only has some preset phrases, but let me just, and she like touches behind his like shoulder, and Jerry's like, "Hello, can I shake your hand?"
Absolutely. And he like goes for a handshake.
You feel a bit of like it feels like a quick little burn when you shake his hand. And he's like, "Thank you very much.
I think you still got some kinks
Your
to iron
item
out.
will be ready for you."
By what now?
And you see the conveyor belts moving. And there's a box coming along on it.
Wendy, I think it's broken. I didn't ask for anything and it burned me.
Wendy just kind of laughs at you and is like, just wait. And then Jerry, like, with his non-shaking hand, just his arm like goes out, turns around. You didn't see that blanket move. That's the wall.
Secrets are being revealed.
I need more space for my space work. And he just like reaches down, grabs the box, turns around, and is like, "Here is your item."
I like very confusedly reach out and get it with the other hand as well. Like whilst like still shaking the right hand. I was like, "Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry."
Would anyone like to shake my hand?
Can we get the item without shaking your hand? It didn't look like a pleasing experience.
Would anyone like to shake my hand?
Smack! Like Cam is coming up like ready to like really grab hand on this.
His hand doesn't, like, you'd expect it to move back a bit. It doesn't. It stays exactly put.
Oh, can I shake it?
You can shake it. You still feel the little burn that comes through. He just goes with it. And he's just like, "Thank you. Your item will be here soon."
Okay.
I'm opening up mine.
Here is your item.
A big. Oh. It's like a little box.
It's a little box.
Okay.
Little box this big.
Let's see it. Oh wait.
If Spencer's already opened his, you see a very sleek looking office pen. And it has Spencer engraved on the end. And it's a bit hot there, so you can tell it's just like freshly engraved.
Oh.
Hello, can I shake your hand? Just, you feel the same slight burn through your hand.
Do we see anything?
Thank you. No?
Yeah,
it's
is
like,
there like
it's
a
just-
mark?
no, it just goes through and then like,
There's
like,
not the
it's a bit-
Mogle branding on us. Like,
no, your hands like are a little bit pink, but like, it literally fades within seconds.
Alright.
And it's like, "Thank you, your item will be ready in a moment." And then a moment later, "Here is your item." And you each have personalized, if you open your boxes.
What's inside?
You get a little office pen with your name engraved on it.
You know,
Thank
there
you.
are easier ways of delivering pens. Is this... I use mostly computers. I don't usually write very much with pens anymore.
I mean, it does write extremely well. This is Wendy, not Jerry.
Okay.
To clarify. Like, like for example, like you can see that's some smooth lines right there. It's very good. Never runs out of ink.
Oh.
But, and she clicks it back so the pen's closed. Mostly we use it for our. And she like does a little spell, and one of the like tissue that was inside the pen box like floats out. And she's like, "This is
Is
your
this
wands.
a wand?
It's your wands."
Wait.
So
No,
magic.
wait.
So it's magic for real in the way that magic, we thought it was magic when we didn't know that it was magic, or did you get inspired by the things that we wrote about magic before you figured out magic, and then you were like, oh, we need wands because of magic?
Well, we knew we needed something to help us channel it, and then if you need something to channel magic, what else would you choose but a wand? But also, I wanted to, like, you know, you want it to look sleek and also nondescript, in case someone spots it. You don't want it to be like. Also, I don't like the wooden twig look.
So do we need to like shake it around? I'm gonna try shaking it around.
Are you trying to do anything?
No, not right now. I don't believe it works. Like, fundamentally, Florence does not believe this.
It doesn't do anything.
Right. I draw a little heart.
I shrunk mine down in my bag and I'm like, hey, look, tiny pen. Tiny. Do you think you can make tiny notes?
I'm sure you could. Anyway, that's your wands. On to the next place.
Missed that
We
whole
actually-
talk. Like, wait, what? Like, Bigify's pen. Alakazam. That's a Pokemon. Damn. Hang on.
I'm starting to think I should have waited on the wands.
Ice.
Are you actually? What are you
I'm
trying to
trying to make something ice.
do? What are you pointing it at? What's happening?
I'm just trying to see if I can make like snow come out. Like,
Instant ice rink activate.
here's me.
I'm gonna say roll
We've
a
talked.
brawn
Sorry,
check.
Ron.
I don't know why brawn. I'm going for it. Add your magic
Okay.
die. So I roll that and a d4.
Oh, and a D4. Okay.
Yeah. And you can. I'm gonna say it's a 9 DC. 9 is what I'm going for. I know how to set DCs.
So if my brawn is 20, I can just take
half.
the 10. Do I still roll the D4 on top of that since it was half of the... No? Maybe I'll just roll it. 9, because I mean... Let's see if I fail again. Oh, hang on. I honestly don't know if that's it. It was either a 6 or a 9. Okay, it's an 11 plus 2, so it's 13.
You see that part of the what were you aiming at?
I just wanted to like make snow come out. The
Oh, okay.
Cam isn't trying to like transfigure anything or like Cam's just like telling me magic is real. I asked if wands were real. You gave me this pen and supposedly it's magic and I just want to see like instead of like sparks flying out or anything like that, Cam's first thought is just like snow or ice or like cold or like like they
You see a spray of snow, like if you turn really fast on ice, like just the like that coming through. That's the kind of spray that comes out of your one, and it just like slowly settles and drifts. Please don't. That's gonna melt. And that's gonna be a hazard. That's gonna make it slippery.
Oh, sorry. Hazard sign. You know that now Cam is thinking of one of those like bright yellow little pyramid signs.
Yeah, I know
that's, like,
exactly
the
what it
flames
is.
wet.
I'm just now trying to decide what is the appropriate.
This is Cam is the best person to give a 1 to.
Yeah.
No
You know
thought,
what?
just do.
I'm saying grit for this one.
What? Because grit on the ice.
Yes.
Oh god, okay, hang on. It's this one and this one.
This is a slightly higher DC. This is like
Oh,
a 12.
shucks, then this
Just
isn't
because that's a
gonna go
bigger
as well.
thing.
It was an 11.
You can use an adversity token if you want.
Was it 12?
Yeah.
I'll use an adversity token. Adversity tokens.
You.
And I'm trying to perfectly plop down this little triangle over the puddle I've made.
You see like a little yellow like spark fly out of your wand, and as it goes over the puddle, it becomes the hazard sign.
I turn to since I just got scolded. I'm like, eh?
Aye. Yes, that's.
Safe. Safety first.
Please put your wands away, everyone.
Spencer
Okay.
is having a minor like reality meltdown. Like he's like, no, this has to be technology. It has to be easily explained. That there is a reason for this. There's gonna be a science for this. I just gotta wait for the book until I read the book, and then I'm gonna figure it out that it's just some trick. It can't be real. Matter can come from nothing. And like it's just like just like trying to like refocus his brain to like, no, there's a logical explanation for all of this, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Shall we head on through? We kind of have to go back. Sorry, through the main hall. Come on.
Florence is
You
like
actually have
holding
already
the
seen
wand,
this.
like awkwardly and from a distance, as if this was the sharpest knife in the history of ever, because like she's genuinely scared of what this thing can do now.
Did you see what I did? I think I did that.
That's very impressive.
Did I do that?
I think you
You
did.
You did. I think you did. I'm pretty sure you did. Unless we're having some sort of, I don't know, group hallucination or it's none of us. I think it's
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're all on drugs.
I mean, the hand, the heat,
The
and
handshake,
then the
the
stuff,
heat.
and yeah,
Maybe that's what it is.
it's gotta be.
Could it just be like a trick? Like, you know, Mogle does all the fanciest things. So could we just be?
I did say like
I
projection.
walk back and knock over the sign to see if it's physically there. Because I'm like, is this an illusion? You know what I mean? I'm like,
It falls over. Yeah.
Cam stops mid sentence of asking, like being like, maybe it's just and it goes over and just goes to touch it.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, it fell over.
Let's go. Okay, this is fine. It fell over. It's a real sign. There's real sign on the floor. It's melting. Let's go. Okay, this is fine. Miss Wendy,
She's mid writing a note. She sends it off. Yes, well, just Wendy's fine.
yes, is there more?
Yeah. This isn't. You don't just. This is a big place. You're gonna need to get around.
Okay.
Let's go.
What is that?
All right.
Right.
I'm not sure.
I'm assuming. I guess you're just gonna show us a map, or the lifts.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah, let's go.
And she's walking through the light blue door again. What are you doing?
Lifts.
Lifts?
With what?
Spencer said lifts.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
Elevators.
Elevators. Yes.
Elevators. Okay. Lifts. Elevators. Not like
Right.
sick gains, bro. Like.
Oh.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Probably
lift.
not. Probably not.
Wait.
Okay.
I do. I lift a lot. Look at these guns. The most amount
Heck
of muscles you've
yeah.
ever seen. The most amount of muscles.
I don't. Walks away slowly.
Elevators. Got it. Okay. Let's go. Elevators.
Okay, come on. And she's like taking you past the big potion bottle, past the.
I like that all of us did the penguin. We're like, wah.
That's a very. I do this when we play D&D all the time. Anytime my character needs to go somewhere, I do a little waddle.
The waddle.
But yes, she takes you past the potion bottle, past like a bunch of like, they're like picnic benches, but there's a lot of people like sat working at them, like just chatting away, like very casually working, past those, and then behind them you see these things. It's like the ground kind of looks like it's split into big squares, like kind of like slabs, but they look like the one that you were told to put your stuff on earlier. But you like realize they're the same color as the paper.
Can I put my bag on? It looks the same as the thing we put our bag on, right?
Yeah.
Lifts. Put bag.
So I'm gonna explain how it works.
Huh.
But these are like the ones that people. Can you take your bag off?
Sorry.
It for a second.
Take it back.
Just.
Shrink it. Put it away.
So yes, you can grab like temporary ones, but if you'll recognize him, and you just see another Jerry. This is Jerry. He's here. Yes?
If you have these guys, why do you need me?
Us guys.
Jerry can shake your hand.
Okay. But Jerry can't cook things.
We tried making a thing, but it's not. It doesn't taste right.
Hmm. The human
You know?
touch.
There's something to it. A bit of magic, maybe. Anyway, so you just step on. If you just want to borrow one, you can just step on here, and she steps on the slab, and she just clicks, and the slab kind of turns into a paper plane, similar to how before you saw with the paper where it turned into a plane. And it lifts her up, and there's pedals underneath, and she's sat in a paper plane with pedals. And so this is how you can get around. I
immediately go on one, start clicking.
It doesn't. So I haven't set it up to. Okay, hold on. And like she gets down and hers like flattens back down. And she's like, so I've set it up to activate for my clicks, but you guys will be getting, but that's because like I'm coming and going, and so I don't always remember where I've left mine. You guys will be getting your personal ones. So if you go via Jerry.
Shakes hand, like without being told anything.
That Jerry was already active, but like just has his hand out ready. So as soon as you shake his hand, you feel another burn. It feels cold, this one, like a ice burn. And yes, sorry, I know it's unpleasant. But you see another plane appear, but it looks a bit more like you, weirdly. How would you describe it if this is your broom?
Is this a piece of paper?
It's not a piece of paper. It was originally the same color as the paper, but it's solid.
Okay, I think it looks kind of worn out somehow, even if it's new. It looks like it's been used before a few times. And it's had crashes and incidents, like it's not like a perfectly folded plane. It looks like a kind of crumpled, everything is a bit more crumpled. That's the kind of look it has. And it has, like, it's covered in stickers from various bands and local chefs, like local artists, and just there's stuff here from pretty much every single year of Flo's life up till now, already on there. Is that allowed?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool. That's what it looks like.
Now I will say the pedals aren't. You don't have to pedal, but we'd appreciate it. It uses up less of the magic, so it's just a bit of a sustainability thing. Please, if you can.
How did you know? How does it know about me?
Jerry, that's why your hand hurts when you shake Jerry's hand.
But my hand doesn't.
It's just
carry
doing
my
a quick read.
memories.
No, but you do.
Jerry has read through my entire. Oh no. Oh no.
No,
Jerry.
it's more like Jerry vibe checked you
Right.
and read this as your vibe, which remind me to show you the Zendens.
I've been told about the Zendens before, surprisingly.
Good, I'm glad. We really prioritize mental health here.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good, I'm glad people are getting that message out there. I want to make sure everyone knows that they can,
Thank you.
make sure that
Can
they
I
are looked
go
after.
fly around?
If you could please wait till we're done. I have more gifts.
Okay.
One more gift. And then you'll get shown to your room. Also, this whole time, Rahul has been following 10 steps behind everything. And is just looking a bit, especially after the whole snow incident, was okay, just keep going.
Got his
But yeah.
hands full.
Do either of you two go and shake this Jerry's hand?
Spencer's a bit apprehensive, and he's like, something like that prioritizes mental health so much. You really should work on the sensory stuff. And he reaches the hand out to shake it.
We are really sorry about that. It's necessary. We've minimized it as much as possible. I should have warned you. That is true. I'll get a sign made.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay.
And it shakes.
Yeah. What does your aeroplane car look like?
It would probably be fairly mechanical looking. I guess it almost starts looking like an old steampunky kind of plane by kind of very bronze/copper metallics, almost like the Star Wars speeders, those kind of bikes that kind of looks like a bit of a bike but kind of stretched out with more tubes and cogs happening. It seems like it was basically put up together in a garage somewhere. Nothing too sleek, too fancy, very simple. With kind of looks like it was strapped together by different pieces of machinery, essentially. Oh, this looks a little bit like my summer project. But it actually works. Oh, interesting.
Cam, would you like to shake Jerry's hand? I would like to warn you, you will get a freeze burn type sensation.
I can just walk. He seems shocked. Is Wendy genuinely shocked that someone would turn down flight? Magical flight?
She's just kind of you can stay on the ground if you choose, even with this. This is a big place, and also, you will get lost. It's a big place. So these kind of help with that as well.
So we can stay on the ground?
If you really want to.
Okay. I go to shake Jerry's hand. Shake on it.
Jerry shakes your hand. You get the freeze burn sensation, and you see your racer pop out.
Do you know what a Zamboni is?
No. Let me Google it real quick.
Look up a Zamboni. Now I want to see what happens when you Google Zamboni.
Incredible. That's hilarious.
No, it's exactly what it is. Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's for cleaning ice.
Yep.
The slowest possible vehicle.
It's very slow, and it just like goes on the ground, and it's like. Vroom.
No, I will say it does still have to have like the wings.
Just like
like a
the
Zamboni
washer
with-
on the back, like the washer on the back's just twice
Sure.
as large, and it's like. Instead of like a big rubber mat that like goes behind to like seal the ice, it's like that's where the wings are. It's just done that to like for Cam's comfort so that it's more within their like comfort level.
You see Wendy's just a bit like, okay. Right. Well, those are yours. We call them air bikes, but feel free to call them what you want. But yeah, let me just, sorry, I put my one away. Let me just, and she gets another one. She just snaps her fingers. I messed up that snap really badly, but I'm going to do it really loud in the mic, just for A.
My favourite sound. Just
and yeah, her little air bike folds up, and she's like, if you guys could follow me, I'll try and stay low to the ground so you can follow, I guess. But yeah, just keep your eyes on me and it'll follow behind. Yeah. And she starts to fly off slowly so that you guys can get used to it. Do you try to follow?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still skeptical about this whole magic thing, so I'll cycle it as if it was a bicycle.
But are you actively trying to keep it on the ground in your brain? Or are you
Probably
just...
not. It's much like riding a bicycle. You kind of get on it and start pedaling and hope for the best.
Yeah, so yours starts flying behind her, and what do you call it? And I remember everyone's names. Florence, yours starts
I
going
like
as well.
excitedly. I was in it and on it and like ready to go as soon as we were allowed to go.
So you're like right next to Wendy. It's like having to be a little bit behind just so it knows what to follow. But yes, I assume
It'll go like
Cam...
very fast and then slow down and then very fast and then slow down.
Yeah, Cam is happy like on the floor. Like Cam is like following
It's still
behind.
going at like the same speed as Spencer's, so it's not as slow as you might expect.
That's okay.
But yeah, it is still, you know, the kind of vibe of a Zamboni.
I'm glad
say as
I
if
was
it's a
able
word I've
to
ever said
introduce
before.
everyone to Zambonis.
So yeah, she does at one point like reach out to like stabilize Florence, to be like, Cap, if you can just try and maintain a consistent speed. If you just think it, no, just watch like the back of my head. If you just watch the back of my head.
All right, I can do that.
Great. And so she goes, and she tries to keep a little bit further ahead of you so you can't catch up this time. So you're at a more consistent speed.
Yeah.
Does she accidentally start going faster and faster to like stay ahead of Florence, and then like
A little bit.
and then Spencer is like behind that, and then Cam's all the way in the back.
You do at one point get to like a bunch of stairs, and it does kind of just the Zamboni kind of just turns as if it's a road and then carries on. But you arrive and there's these massive doors that are like 20 feet tall. I'm sticking with this.
Are you sure? Are you sure
So-
it's not 30? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a bit of a
Doors
glass
are
bit over the top.
20, so that they leave room for the 30-foot thing.
Yes.
There we go.
It makes sense. There's like an archway bit, you know? It's got to have a lower thing. But as you guys approach, as Wendy approaches, the doors open, and you go through, and what you see as you enter is the largest collection of random shit you've ever seen.
Not been to my garage.
There's a part that looks like a random garage. Like there's shelves on shelves everywhere, and it's going all the way down. And there's like
I'm gonna try to touch
cooking
one
utensils.
I'm turning towards
There's
the utensil.
like there's ingredients. There's like a bunch of yarn on one side. There's paints. There's welding stuff. There's like electronics. Anything that could be a hobby or interest is here. There's books, all of the stuff you can imagine. And Wendy like turns around and then kind of like goes a bit lower so that she's sort of an acceptable height to be able to talk to all of you properly. So
I scream a bit
if
too
you
loud.
guys...
Is this the Zen Den?
No. And also I'm not that far away, especially from you. You can just talk just a little bit louder than normal.
Okay. Sorry. When I get excited, I talk loud.
That's fine. That is, I didn't know. I apologize. Be as excited as you want. And she like gets her pen out and she points it at like, you can see a giant stack of baskets at the end on the like side closest to the door you came through. And she points her wand at it and like gestures forward, and these 3 baskets go next to you guys. And she's like, so if you could each pick things that you think are the most you. We've not been able to jerry this situation. But if you could just pick 3 items that are the most you items, you should feel like a little sparkle. Little sparkle.
I'm gonna go towards the cooking stuff, and I'm gonna hold each of them in my hand and be like, "Do you spark joy? No. Do you spark joy? No. Do you spark joy? Yes, you spark joy." I just put it in my little basket.
Have you picked out 3? Oh, like, you all need to pick 3. What are the 3 things you pick?
Oh God.
I'm picking.
It can be anything from any hobby.
I'm picking a whisk. I'm picking the oldest recipe book that's here. You know how they did recipe books in the past where you'd get a little bit of the person's life on top of each recipe. Like the person would be like, "Oh, my grandchildren love this apple cake." And then they'd explain the apple cake. That's the one I want, the oldest crusty one. That's what I want. And then I'm taking, what did I say, a whisk, a book, and a fancy pot of like expensive spices. Like the fanciest spice that you can't really get anywhere because it's too expensive. I'm grabbing a small pot of that.
Right. Cool. What about Cam? What are you getting?
Cam looks through the book section. And is looking specifically for like how-to books.
How to
What
use
is
magic.
Yeah, is literally looking for something that's like kind of general learn it all, because they feel so out of their element that they're like,
I will say you do spot a book that says how to be helpful.
oh yeah, that's the one that Cam wants. Cam wants that one. So Cam takes that book very excitedly, puts it in his basket, and then also gets like, is trying to he has his own hockey sticks, but if there's anything here that is like sports equipment or
There'll be like every sport, there'll be every single sport equipment on a
well, but
shelf.
he's trying to think of it like what's something that like other people can actually participate in that's not too specific, because like, to play hockey typically you need a lot of very specific elements, and so like is looking for something like if you switch from playing like ice hockey to like street hockey or something like that, then like there'll be like a different kind of ball, or like pucks with balls in them so they roll, or like alternate materials. Like is looking for some sort of like something that he could play with but like share, because that's always on his mind. So no, even if there's like a ball or something like that, he would take that as like a kind of a go-between.
Yeah. There's there's like a few different, like there's a basketball, there's some tennis balls, there is one of those rolly pucks, and there's just a bunch of different stuff you can choose.
Yeah, I think he'll take like the puck, because it's also like he also just wants to be fiddling like with something, throwing something, catching something, like but then it can also be used for that. So he'll take that in his little basket and then like go around. And then he's also looking for this place is magical, and there's things that are in between things. He's looking for a first aid meets fix it kit. Because he wants to be able to fix things, but also people. He wants to be able to help. That's always his like goal, is like, how can I be helpful? How can I like help out? Also, how can I fix the things I probably broke and or someone I might have hurt? Because it happens a bit.
So you don't find a combo, but you do find a toolbox and a first aid kit, and you can empty the stuff from the first aid kit into the toolbox if you so wish.
Yeah, it's a nice big toolbox, and then like also takes the first aid kit and pours it in. Made it myself. Personal magic.
And what does Spencer look for?
It's so many options. I'm gonna pick three, and my brain is like smoking at the moment, trying to think, like narrow it down. So far, I've got a tablet. I think he's like, okay, so I've got my laptop, but that's not going to be really, like if I want to move around, if I want to draw stuff on it, like I want something touchscreen, manual, things that I can multitask in, and multi-purpose tablets for a situation.
I want to remind you that it's something that represents you, not necessarily something that you use.
Oh, okay. The first would be some sort of multi-tool. Like, you know, one of the ones that like flip open and there's different options in there. Just because he's always trying to put things together and taking things apart, and like he's trying to like always make things work and make things fit. He thinks that like there isn't a single problem that I can't fix with enough thinking. That's his, like, I can fix everything. Everything's got a reason. Everything's got a rhyme. It just takes me a little bit longer to figure it out sometimes. So a multi-tool, I think, would fit that purpose quite well. The second would probably be one of those like fidget cubes. I think that would be pretty spot on. So different sensory types in different areas. Probably the standard like joystick, like light switch, five buttons kind of situation. And last but not least, like a set of goggles. But you know, like instead of like reading glasses, because he's got reading glasses. But things like, oh, sometimes I need to solve things, or sometimes, you know, especially now that I've got something that can fly, I want some goggles so that they don't come off my face if I need them to stay there. So like that kind of vibe, I think the ability to see is quite important to someone that wants to understand everything.
Yeah. So, have you, like, you guys all fill up your baskets and arrive back in the middle, and Wendy's like, okay, so this is very exciting. So I am gonna trying to figure out the order, if I should let it all be a surprise, or I guess knowing is a bit more helpful. So this so this, and she like reaches into her jacket and she pulls out a tiny little spectral bird. It's like white and it's got some little black feathers around the edges of its wings. It's a little bit transparent and it's got a bit of a like a golden sheen to it. Like the kind of sparkles that you saw in the magic earlier, in the magic potion giant bottle. This is my familiar, and you guys are getting yours.
What does it do?
Just helps me.
I thought you said we can't magic sentient things.
It's not. It's like that's why it's not like. This is gonna feel a little disturbing when I first do it. I apologize, but I promise you it's fine. And she like pokes and like her finger goes through the bird's head. It's not real. It's spectral, but it's just like comforting and nice. And also sometimes you I've like when I'm trying to figure something out, sometimes I need to talk to someone and I will talk to my familiar and it helps.
Right.
But yes, and puts it on her shoulder. If you could take it down to and then the opposite side of the hall from the doors you came in, there's some giant, more of that like prismatic glass in like these giant tubes that lead to a little potion bottle at the bottom. If you can just drop your stuff into the top of the tubes, not cubes.
Yep.
So, who would do it first?
Does it involve getting back on the car?
You've not gotten off it. You've been flying to all the shops.
Then definitely me. I'm speeding around. I'm zooming around in this thing.
So yeah, you go to the tube and you drop all your stuff down, and it like as it's falling, it's slowly like in the tube stops being objects, and slowly shifts into a like. Hold on. I've covered up my own notes. Some yellow of shimmery not glass stuff, like gas liquid stuff, and then like it's going through, and at the bottom it turns into a little rat. And you see the like potion bottle bottom like turns around, and there's like an opening, and it scurries out a little bit and is like looking around.
I put my hand forwards like this so it can climb onto my hands.
It runs and looks up at you and it's like,
are you okay? Are you being held here against your will? I'm gonna protect you. I have knives. Where do you want to live?
it's just like snuggles more into your top. It's just like trying to hide in your jacket a little bit.
Tis a form. I hide it under my jacket. And I like move away, not saying anything.
Is Spencer next?
Yeah, sure.
So you drop your stuff down and it turns into some like cyan shimmer of that gas liquid, and as it hits the bottom it becomes a lovely little cat. Looks a bit aloof.
That tracks. I see. I still don't get it.
It looks like it wants to get on your thing, but it's not also like not trying to push it. Is like
Right. Sure. Have you got a? Do you speak? I don't. Do you speak? Do you? No. Okay. Are you okay? I need something. Are we? You know what? Yeah, that's fine. Do we give them names or do they have names?
you give it a name.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna name you after my favorite creator, Da Vinci. Come on along.
Like as soon as you say give it the invitation, it'll like trot onto the thing and just like sit next to you and just look up and like be like kind of like moving forwards like it wants to sit in your lap but is like respecting your space.
I'll like similar like I want to pat you but I want to respect like your so like I'll slowly reach my hand down like the back of my hand and then like
It'll headbutt your hand so you're like
okay and then I'll brush it a couple of times and then like grab it up and settle in with me on the seat.
It like does a little circle and then plops down.
Okay. And then I'll hover sideways, like, what is happening? My world view is slowly crumbling away.
Now, Cam, are you going to fly to the top of these tubes or are you staying on the ground?
At the top! Oh, shucks. I think what Cam does, so it's like a tube, is it like in the middle of the room or is it like
It's by a wall, so it's like at the wall but it is really high up that the end is and then the tube is at the bottom, like so, yeah.
But it's not right up against the wall, there's like some space away.
Yeah.
I think Cam kind of like revs there's Zamboni like and then like kind of almost circles it going up, like kind of like swirls around like slowly but surely going to the top, and then gathers all this stuff together that they've put in their basket and then starts to dump it in like, I don't see how all of this is gonna make a dog. As they are shocked.
And yours turned into like a purple shimmer, so you've got a little, I say little, not little, a purple giant dog.
Came out big because you baked technically 4, so came out bigger.
Yeah, I got like some bonus spectral beast. Like a real chonker. It's a good thing that I got this whole Zamboni to put it on.
It like runs up to you and is like ready to lick your face immediately, but is like waiting.
Cam would like almost but remembering like on a flying floating thing like and not on the and like kind of tackle hugs it like this giant
it licks your face lots of times and is just like content and happy.
This is pretty cool. Hey there. Hey guy. What's up? How you doing? You got all that stuff in you? In your guts? Ah, that's your name. Guts. Hell yeah. Guts. You've got it.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
As you look back from your animals, Wendy's just gone. Rahul's waiting there, a bit nervously.
I'm whispering to my rat. I'm not paying attention to Rahul right now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, do you know all of my secrets? Are you like the robot boys? Do you? I need to find you a name. What about? Okay. I'm just. I'm trying here. What do you think about Remington Sheffington, the third? How's that for you? The fourth? Remington Sheffington the fourth?
Me.
All right. Do we need to go back to... where do you want to live?
It like scurries up your arm and sits on your head.
Yes! I hide it in my hair with my messy hair, like, style it so it's hidden.
The hat. Chef with a rat in the head.
You got raccoonied.
Rahul's like, oh guys, can you come back here?
Is Raoul flying? Or is Raoul just like walking?
He's flying, but he's flying like quite low down so that you would be able to go back to ground if you wanted to roll instead. He's got like a generic kind of... It clearly has been, like, he did shake Jerry's hand to get this because it's not the same as the generic one that Wendy was riding, but it is kind of like grey and a bit plain. It's very like sleek edges on everything, but it is just a bit boring.
Very corporate.
I wouldn't say even corporate, just empty.
Are you calling Raoul empty?
Does Raoul
Calling
just
him
not have a
basic.
personality?
Basic.
Raoul just doesn't have a soul? What's going on here?
Doesn't really exist for real, actually.
I'm a little bit worried about Raoul.
He's just like,
Maybe Raoul needs to go see the Kempsters.
Maybe Raoul needs to go to the den? The Zen den?
I was just like, guys, can you can keep your animals with you, but could you just gather up, or I can come to you if you guys want to gather up there.
Nope, damn.
Zooming around with my thing.
Very slowly, like completely stable.
Descent, yeah.
I fully do like a on the side.
So Wendy had to like fly off. She's got a lot of important business to attend to, as you can imagine. So I'm going to, and like the exciting bits are done. So, she's happy to pass it on to me now. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna show you guys to your sort of living space, whilst you're here, and, we should pass the Zenden quarters on the way, so I heard that you guys have mentioned that, and I'll make sure you know what it is. And even if you forget where it is, if you just think Zenden while you're on your air bike, it should take you to there. Cool. So if you guys can all follow me, I'm Rahul. I met you earlier. I gave you the gifts just in case. Okay, it's just people forget sometimes.
I was literally about to ask, do people forget Raoul a lot? Oh man, poor Raoul.
Raoul? More like Rahul?
Oh.
Also, it is Rahul, not Raoul.
Oh, Rahul, sorry. I have an uncle named Raoul, and I was getting vibes. I'm sorry.
Is he very forgetful?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like, it just happens sometimes. It's okay, I forget people all the time. Come on. And he leads you to the doors on the other end of the room. And he's like, you kind of go in like a curved corridor. And then you curve back, like, but as you're still going forwards though. And he's like, okay, so this, like, door here, it's kind of like very soft. This is the Zenden. As you can see from the big words above it that say Zenden. There's lots of different types of rooms in there. If there's not something that you need, you can just ask someone. Oh, you guys haven't been given paper. I've got enough spare, and like gives you each like 3 pieces of paper. And is like, you can, if you just think feedback. You can send some feedback with when you write your message, turn it into a plane, think feedback, send it off. If you need me, you can think Rahul, and once again, Rahul, you can send it off to me if you need me. Wendy's kind of go through her assistant first, so you might not, just because she's very busy, so only some people can go directly to her or in reply to a direct message from her. It's just a system put in place to make sure she doesn't get overwhelmed with messages. But yes, so you'll get some more paper soon. I'll make sure we put an order in for the morning so you can have as much as you need. This is just for now. But yes, to your rooms. Let's go. He drives on through and takes you to you have to, if you were flying high, you have to fly back down because it's a normal size door in terms of height. It is wider because people air bike through places. So this is us. It's like the first door on a long corridor, and there's like 15 doors down the corridor, and then you can see it. There's another there's a corner. All the doors kind of are fairly spaced apart, but if you follow Rahul through, he's like, so this is our living room for while we're here. I also share this with you. I'm sorry. But we've got a little kitchen area here if you want to make yourself some snacks, and you can keep your own snacks here, obviously. But you can also just get them delivered in. You can also send a message to the kitchens and they'll send you some food if you want food pre-prepared to come in. But yes, and then each of you will see you've got a door. That's your own door for your bedrooms. So you can go, your stuff is already in your rooms. That is, your names are on the rooms. So you can go to them. You can just park your air bikes here. And you can see he parks his and it folds into the ground.
I was gonna ask if there's a bike rack or something like that, some sort of a
they fold
mechanism.
Flat, so they just kind of stack.
Just hangs a Zamboni in the wall.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bit overwhelmed, and so I'm gonna go to the door and be like, I need some minutes to myself. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm just gonna go check my room, put my stuff out, all that jazz.
No, I was thinking the same thing. Got some thinking to do.
Yep. I'm gonna open the door. Close the door. Is it just a normal room?
Yeah, it's pretty an expensive hotel room looking thing, but it is just you got your own little ensuite, with a proper bath and shower situation going on, and a big king size bed, nice big wardrobe, a desk. There's a computer on the desk as well, like a laptop.
I think I'm just gonna flop on the bed, roll around in it to see how many times I can roll around before I reach one side, and then how many times I can roll around before I reach the other side.
You get 2 or 3 rolls in, but you also notice that it, when you lie down on it initially, it had a certain amount of give to it, and then it adjusted to what is the perfect give for you.
Okay.
The dream.
So magic is real. And I'm stuck here. And I have a rat in my hair. And I can fly. And I'm getting paid. And this bed is so soft. And I'm going to take out one of the pieces of paper. And I'm going to start, like, writing a letter with all of the stuff that we did today to see if there's some sort of, like, censorship thing within the paper. As I'm revealing all of the state secrets of this thing. And then I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to fold it. And I'm going to, like, bring it to the window. Open the window. And think very hard about Jules. And see if it flies out or not. And I'm going to try to keep my eye on it until it leaves the facility, if it does or not.
It, like it goes out, it flies, and then it turns around and just flies back to you.
Okay. I'm going to try again to see if the problem is the fact that I'm sending it to Jules, or if the problem is the fact that I've written stuff inside of it that's secret. So
Do you open your letter that you sent out?
Yeah, I'm opening it again.
It says on it, like, it's got like a temporary thing over the top where it says could not contact sender, like recipient.
And I have my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to take a picture of the letter with all the information, and I'm going to try to text it to Jules.
Hold on. Let me think thoughts. It goes through, you don't get a reply though.
I'm gonna write, "Are you mad?" with like "are" and then "you" and then "mad." No question mark, no nothing, just "Are you mad?"
It goes through, you see a little bubble, it disappears.
Problem for later. And I'm just gonna like lie down and then eventually fall asleep.
What are either of you two doing?
Cam stayed out when everyone went into their rooms. Cam stayed out and made sure their Zamboni was parked and folded away nicely, and checked on their giant dog, gave him a big rustle. And then
Rahul does try to, while you're rustling, try to get your attention for a good 5 minutes before, like...
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Die before finally being like, oh hey, actually I wanted to talk to you. Well, oh, did you want to talk to me?
Yes, I have something for you. It's just a UK SIM for your phone.
Amazing, because my phone has not been working. Will this work now? Will this, because...
Yes. You're fine, it'll work. You didn't,
Okay.
It's because you had a Canadian one.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't on the Wi-Fi or anything, so... It just, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, good. Because... really gotta talk to my siblings about this one. That's cool?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I put it in, but I'm not messaging them right now. I'll just, I will message, like I have, like Cam has multiple family group chats. Cam has several siblings as part of a large family, and it's that sort of thing where there's like the family chat, and then there's just the siblings chat, and then there's like chunked off chats of different like conglomerates. So they message first to their siblings because that's who they're like always checking with, and they're just like, hey, I made it, I'm here. You'll never believe what happened. I'm in the UK? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Not London, Ontario. Who would have like, you know, send confused face emoji, like, like, and then puts that away, and then like looks up at Rahul and be like, hear me out. I'm just gonna say a thing. If it's no good for you, you don't have to like listen to it or anything, but just, you know, like I was saying, you know, I'm from Canada, so I get it. I do this a lot. And you were apologizing a lot. And I just want to tell you, you're cool. And like, you know, you don't need to say sorry all the time because you're doing a good job and you're helping us out. And I think it's pretty neat, all this stuff that you do. And yeah, you don't need to, you know?
Oh, I didn't realize I was apologizing so much. I will try to stop doing that.
It's not about stopping doing anything. It's, I just don't want you to think that, like, you know, you need to. I don't want you to feel like you're in the way or you're causing any problems when you're not. You're literally helping us out. And then, you know, you're showing us stuff, and then you said, sorry that I'm also using this space. And, like, that's cool. It'll be cool to get to know you, you know?
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can Guts come too?
Of course.
Guts is a huge, like, Guts literally stands up on 2 feet and, like, puts his paws over us.
This is quite cozy. Yes, thank you very much. That's very, nice. I feel a bit lost a lot of the time. So, I think I just, then panic, apologize, because everyone else seems to know what they're doing, and I'm just a bit unsure. But yes, I will try to work on that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, you know, like, there's lots of stuff lots of people don't know, and sometimes when you're not sure and you feel bad, like, it's natural. Like, I'm gonna do it too. I'm just letting you know because I noticed, and I wanted you to know it's cool to take up some space, and, you know, it's cool for you to be here, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with you, you know?
Thank you. You too. You and Guts. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he thinks so too.
I think he could let you know if he didn't like it. He's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Guts mostly just sits there, like, panting like a big dog does. Like, he's just sitting there panting. And I know that he's spectral, but I just imagine a little bit of spectral drool coming out of Guts's mouth as he just sits there, kind of like, maybe gives you a big, like, woof.
He's very cute.
Yeah. Okay, well, I just wanted to let you know, that's all. And I guess I'll go check out my room now. So thanks so much. And are we meeting back here in a little bit? Are we, like, doing, like, a huddle and then, like, a break and then, like...
Oh, well, I was gonna wait here in case anyone pops back out with any questions, but basically you're done for today. It's a lot to take in, so most people would need some time to process. So go for
That's true.
it.
Good idea. I'm gonna go do that then. Come on, Guts, let's go process. Cam goes off.
Cool. Did Spencer go off to his room as well?
He did, yeah. He was one of the first, like, right after Flo left. Spencer was like, yep, I'm gonna go and be away from people for a bit and think. Because his entire worldview has been flipped upside down, and he's got questions that he needs answering. He's sort of like, just like, he's got Da Vinci on the bed, like, set up, and he's just pacing back and forth, and like looks at Da Vinci, like looks slightly through him, and he's like, that doesn't make sense. And then he like keeps going back and forth, and he just like, he's trying to rack his brain around this like earth-shattering discovery for him, because for him it's like, everything has a reason, everything has a rhyme. I studied very hard. and like in school they said that this works and this works and matter works this way, and then in engineering you said, you know, an action equals opposite and like equal and opposite reaction. So what is the opposite reaction here? What's the like where is the balance? What is happening? Like he's kind of like in that kind of moment of like he's basically just discovered an element outside of the periodic table, but has to act like it's normal because everyone around here seems to just know that this has been an element, and he's freaking out a little bit. And as he's kind of like walking back and forth, he like reaches into his like shirt pocket and pulls out the pen, and he's like, okay, it's fine. I figured things out. I can figure this out again. And he like is looking at the pen, trying to figure out like if there's like an ejector button, if there's like a cartridge of any sort, and like he's trying to figure out if this is it just thought turning energy into matter, because energy, and he's like, wait, that's right, energy can't be lost, it can only be converted, therefore they found a way of converting energy into matter again. And like that's how he's trying to logic his way around it. And he's like, right, okay. And he's like saying this, muttering out loud, as Da Vinci just kind of watches him pace back and forth, nonchalant, the calmest energy you could possibly have. And he's like, okay. I gotta put this to the test. I've got to test it, right? Every good scientist test their theories. And he kind of like grabs a bunch of stuff, like empties a bit of his satchel onto the bed, and starts like picking a couple of like an odd like gasket that he found, and like a few pieces of like rubber bands and stuff like that. He's like, okay, I think, okay. Let's see, something simple that I can make with all of this. Okay. I know that with these pieces, I would not be able to make a replica of my favorite robot toy. I know that I can't do that. It's physically impossible because it doesn't have anywhere near the pieces. Therefore, and he like holds the pen, he goes, right, I want you to turn into a minifigure of my favorite robot. And he like slowly raises the one forward towards the pieces to see if anything will happen.
Roll charm and your magic die.
Ooh, charm. Not good. That's a 5.
They move. And they kind of go into the shape of a robot, but like they kind of then immediately fall apart again.
Mm-hmm. It's like, right. He takes out a notebook and makes a note, test number 1, failure. And he like makes notes like, what could have possibly gone wrong? Is there not enough pieces? And he's like making notes and is taking this much like a science experiment.
Can I have Marcio, if you can roll a brains?
Ooh.
And Jess, if you could roll a charm, and A, if you could roll pick between grit and charm.
Grit. Every day. Can I take half?
No. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not telling you this one. This one's just a. This is a high DC.
It's a 10. I rolled a 9 and I got a +1 to grit.
Everyone else?
I've got a 20. It's 19 + 1, not a natural 20, sadly.
Good to know.
Smart one.
Literally all I could do. The only thing I'm good at.
Cap?
Oh, sorry, I got 5.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cam, your evening continues just as it is. Flo, you got 10, right? Hey. when you're like thinking back over your day, trying to process everything, because at first you're like mostly just thinking about whether Jules is mad at you, but after a while you're just trying to sit and process, and you can't figure out what Rahul would want to eat, and that's just something that you notice.
Okay. Has this ever happened before?
It's happened with people you've not spoken to much. Like, if you've just met someone in passing, or like just strangers, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
especially if like you weren't currently cooking.
Trying.
Like, yeah, if you're just like out and about in your day, like sometimes you can tell anyway, just because some people you can, and then but yeah, with like very reserved people, it sometimes takes a bit longer. But so it just strikes you as a bit odd, just because you have spoken to him for a bit. But like, it could just be that he's really reserved. But yeah, that's just what you pick up. And Spencer, I assume when you lie on the bed, you notice that the technology shifts the bed to match your...
Immediately.
Yeah. And as you lie there and you think about all the pieces that go together to make it happen, you think about it and you're like, you can see how the pieces would fit maybe. Like, obviously there's a lot of stuff you don't know, but you know how a bed frame works and how mattresses work. So you have some of those pieces and you're like, some of those pieces aren't... It's slightly off. In like the top right corner, it's like a few millimeters taller than it should be, or something, and you go to investigate it, and you find a little, what looks like an employee card, and it looks like it's been here for ages, but like it wasn't used much.
Right, I pick it up and check it out. Is there a name? Is there a...
It looks like it was maybe, like it was given for a job role instead. So, like, it doesn't have a name or a face on it, but you turn it over and on the back it just says intern.
Okay. Immediately, like, strings of possibility, and all of this information starts rushing through my head. I take 2 of my sheets out. I'll write, "This is important. Please come to my room." And on both those sheets, and I'll send one to Cam and one to Jess through the window.
And that is where we'll end
Sorry,
it.
not Jess, sorry.
Oh!
Cam and Floss.
No.
I was like, Cam and Jess, the same person.
A, you're not invited.
I'm not invited to this party.
Yes.
But
I get to go twice as a human
What?
person and as a
And-
character.
but yes, that is where we will end this episode.
Oh
Now you don't have to add in a sound effect. We did it.
Thank you everybody for watching. We hope you watch the rest of the campaign. And we love you lots. Bye.
The Patreon, Ambereen. The Patreon.
I don't know. I don't have these things. We love you lots and give us money, please. We have a Patreon.
No, you have to go.
You can-
Here's the Patreon.
And then you never put it there.
Insert.
We have a Patreon here. You can is where it is on
Perfect.
screen.
No
And
notes.
You can give us money. You get access to the episodes a whole week early, and you get other stuff. We're publishing things, writing stuff. Mostly I will eventually write something as well. But join us over there. It's a nice, fun time. Hope you have a great day. Bye.